way of breakfast.
From news headlines review, current affairs
Breakfast show.
Are you ready to amplify your business or brand's reach and make a meaningful impact in Ghana and beyond? Partner with GhanaTalks Radio today to connect with a diverse audience across Ghana and beyond. Elevate your brand through on-air promotions and social media. Boost your brand during prime time. With GhanaTalks Radio, you can extend your reach across digital platforms. GhanaTalks Radio is not just a station, it is a community hub where your brand becomes part of the conversation. Join us in fostering connections, celebrating culture, and making a lasting impression. For customized sponsorship packages and enquiries, email contact@GhanaTalksRadio.com or call +233 202 544614. GhanaTalks Radio, giving the youth a voice.
This is GhanaTalks Breakfast Show, your morning companion. This is GhanaTalks Breakfast Show, your morning companion.
Review. Here we bring you all the latest headlines making waves in the news. From business to politics, from sports to entertainment, we got you covered with the most relevant stories and an informed perspective right here on the GhanaTalks Breakfast Show. I am your host, Ruth Esenam Fiakbedu. Joining me in the studios this morning on the news headline review is Ms. Debbie Adosa and Ms. Regina Bless. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
How are you doing, Ms. Debbie?
The grace is sufficient.
How's the weekend for you?
Interesting.
Interesting. I see that. Ms. Reggie, how are you?
I'm good, you?
I'm fine. How's the weekend for you?
It feels good by grace.
Were you able to re-energize and refuel yourself for work today? I saw a dog kaka.
Monday is okay.
Monday day. And I want to say breakfast.
Hot coffee be on a prayer.
My God.
As I said, the answer is so petty to reboost and reheat the system.
Oh, I see that. Oh, that's nice. Miss Debbie, what are you having for breakfast?
As usual.
Hey, cocoa. And now go back the real deal.
No. Porridge.
Porridge.
How's
Porridge is not better.
Meda. Oh, no.
Oh, no. Okay. Breakfast will be served very soon. All right, so before we dive into the major items this morning, on Friday, we saw the state funeral of the 8 gallant people who were the victim for the helicopter crash. Yeah. How did you see the organization and then the event? How did you see that? Because at least they didn't even allow bloggers. But I saw some people blogging, but whilst I was watching, I was following vividly. You wouldn't even see people holding phone and chasing maybe the dignitaries or whosoever was invited to the funeral. But how did you see the organization and the coordination so far? Were you impressed? Did you see that these people were buried, had like a deserving funeral?
Yeah. I think Friday's funeral was... We don't actually celebrate funerals, but then I would say it was the best befitting burial I've ever seen in Ghana. Yes. Right. And it's like the whole state was mourning in grief. Aside, we were not there. We were here. We were watching what was going on. And I remember Regina was shedding tears.
Oh, my God.
Looking about what was going on. It's like it wasn't easy. We actually in the shoes of these people. And we felt their pain, but the whole funeral went successfully. I was happy because they gave them a befitting burial, a very befitting one. Although we had a lot of speculations ongoing, where a prophet came that he should be given the chance to raise the dead.
Leave that man.
But aside that, it was one of the best so far. But I think he also made mention that the media was not given opportunity to take to run after this mourners. Before the funeral, that was on Thursday, there was a statement issued from the presidency that states that they don't want media houses running after the mourners.
After the morning.
Because this state is not a state. I've not been beside the question.
Like you get it.
The person is feeling difficult to talk. You know, come here, how are you feeling? Such excuse doesn't make sense. You know, the person is not feeling well. Like, actually, the person is sick. So you cannot go and be asking me, I won't even mind you. How do I feel? You think death is something that, and as the one of the widows said, he said, how dare you? She's in pain. How dare you go about your normal activities while she cannot even figure out what she's doing for that day? So you cannot come to me and then tell me that how am I feeling? So I think that directive was the best so far. And they actually called some media houses. I think the media houses that went there were picked.
Yeah, they were picked.
They were picked.
Yeah.
It wasn't all the media houses.
All the media
and not
houses.
all the media houses were even allowed into the perimeter. So the bloggers you saw were outside. They were not in the perimeter. Those in the perimeter was what we saw on social media, whatever went or. But in all, we will say that so far so good. God said in all things we should give thanks, and we are mourning. We were not happy, but trust me, wherever they are, I know by now their soul is resting in peace.
Soul is resting. Miss Regina,
Yeah.
I heard you shed still. Hey, I don't want my hint.
Oh, yeah, more hints.
Oh. Oh my God, that was so sad.
It was. I remember when I was even crying, she didn't even know.
Oh.
She just looked at my face and was like, I bet you are crying. I was like, no, I'm not crying. But I was actually crying. Listening to the tributes coming from the wives.
8 wives.
Come on. It's and as she said, how dare the world go
Go on.
About their businesses.
And it's really true. How dare the world?
Yeah.
Why should the world even go on? But it is what it is.
It is what it is.
When they go, life still goes on.
Exactly.
The dead is dead,
Mm-hmm.
and the living should go on with their normal activities. But one thing I know for sure, that the pain within these people can never be cured.
Can never be cured.
It can never be cured.
It can never
No
be cured.
amount of consoling, no amount of money, no amount of funding for this kids' education, no amount of befitting burial, state burial, or whatsoever can cure the pain these people feel. I was just imagining, what if it was me? How would I even move on? I'm not even sure that I'll even step out. I'll just be in my room mourning. And one thing that I saw about Mutale's late Mutale's wife, this woman, I don't know, should I say she's strong?
She's strong.
Courage.
She was just praying, sitting, praying. And I was like, hey, if it was me, I wouldn't even remember God Impo.
I'll be mad at you. But it is what it
It
is.
is what it is.
But I was really impressed with how the event went, the coordination, the organization. We didn't get, anyways, it's just Monday. But I'm just hoping that we are not going to hear any rumors that something went bad.
Oh, no.
But people are really giving flowers to Stan Dugbe. He did such a very fantastic job. I think I was really impressed. Yeah, that's very nice. It's not just
He's
Ghana.
good at organizing.
Yeah, he's very good. Let's give him his flowers. He's good. All right, that was just by the way. Let's dive into our major news items for this morning. Government will invest $2 billion annually under big push agenda. Chief of Staff at the Office of the Vice President, Alex Segbefia, has announced that the government will allocate $2 billion annually over the next 5 years to accelerate infrastructural development across Ghana under the Big Push agenda. Speaking as special guest of honor at the 2025 Agotime Kente Festival in the Volta region on Sunday, August 17th, Mr. Segbefia said the initiative is designed to enhance productivity and drive growth in critical sectors, including education, transportation, and healthcare. Mr. Segbefia added that the plan will channel resources into schools, hospitals, and other essential facilities, describing it as a large-scale, ambitious development drive to support national progress. On the local concern, he assured residents of Agotime of the government's commitment to resolving the enclave's long-standing water supply challenges. He revealed that, in collaboration with the community water and sanitation agencies, efforts are underway to extend the Adidome water project to the area. That was coming from the Chief of Staff for the Vice President's office. And he has announced that under the Big Push agenda, governments will invest $2 billion annually. $2 billion annually. That means that every year, government is going to invest $2 billion, not Ghana cedis, $2 billion for the next 5 years to boost infrastructure in Ghana. The funds will focus on education, healthcare, transportation, and industrial support, with the aim of improving productivity, creating jobs, and enhancing tourism. And he made this announcement at the Agotime Kente Festival, and he reassured locals of effort to fix water supply issues through the Adidome water project, and also highlighted progress in the healthcare modernization, including the inauguration of a new whole teaching hospital board. Yeah, Ms. Debbie, do you think the government is fit enough economically to invest such a large amount of money, $2 billion, into the Big Push agenda? Because you and I were here when President John Dramani Mahama made mention that the economy is in shambles, and now annually, every year, one question I ask myself: how are they going to generate that money?
We can.
Okay.
Why are you looking mean on the government? Is it because okay, fine. Everything around us may actually depict a different picture. That maybe we don't really have money, and that is true. We don't really have enough money in our coffers. But it doesn't mean the government cannot come up with such a huge amount. When we talk about the government, who is the government? The government is the president and all the people around him, including even us. Mm-hmm. Because we help the government in executing some of his plans. The government cannot do it alone, and that is why they partner with other countries, they partner with investors. I've seen a story where President Mahama will be going to Singapore and some Korean countries to speak in terms of these people, collaborate with them so they can invest in some of our sectors in the country. So all this is to help raise an amount of money. The government cannot raise this money alone. So he's definitely going to collaborate with other investors, partner with other countries, and together we'll raise this money. So all the projects we've seen a lot of millions going into that. It's even more than this $2 billion we are talking about. But the government still raises it. It doesn't mean that the government is going to do it alone. The government have an arm that is going to help him do that. But then I like the fact that they mention education, healthcare, and then transport. These are the three main sectors we have issue with in this country. If you look at our road, it's one of the bad roads ever. We don't have good constructed roads. Even the roads we have today is being constructed. In the next 3 months, it has become something different, and then we are soliciting for fund to do that same thing. But you see, it's quite sad because during Kwame Nkrumah's time, that was when they constructed the motorway. Look at the population of that time and look at us now. But motorway can still it still holds us, right? People travel on motorway each and every day, and also it is one of the busiest roads ever.
Yeah.
So if a road that was built during Kwame Nkrumah time still exists, even though we have problem with it, why can't we also, invest into our roads once and for all? So if the government is saying that the 2 billion is going to, they are going to push some into our road infrastructures, construct a good road for us, and that is nice. And then let's go to the education aspect. Ghana, our education, when it comes to infrastructure, we are lacking behind a lot. All the time we come about preaching that we have to do more of practical than theory. Infrastructure, we don't even have some of those things. And it's sad Because when you look at Accra is different. That is why sometimes I find problem with a lot of people who do survey and then they depend only in Accra. You have to go outside Accra, go to some remote areas, and then you see for yourself. People sit on bare floor to study. No classroom. Even it is the community chief and the people that contribute to build something. And anytime it's cloudy, they have to pack and go home. Because they have no solid infrastructure that will house them. Unlike in Accra, where when it's raining, study still goes on. In some places, when it's raining, the teacher wouldn't teach because when he's teaching, you cannot even hear what he's saying. These students sit on bare floor. No computer, no nothing to study. And it will sadden you to know that if you go to some of these senior secondary schools where there is boarding house, they don't even have a room where these students sleep. Their dining hall is where they sleep. So immediately after that, you have to pack all the tables out. You sleep. The next day, you ensure that this is stress. Education is not supposed to be like that. It has to be very conducive so you can study. So if we want to walk in the shoes of those in the Western world, because that is what our leaders have been using as an example for us, then they have to do a lot about education. Then when we come to the health sector, Bobo, it's sad. You go to some of these top hospitals, like Konfanoche teaching hospitals, Kolebu, and they don't even have basic equipment that they can use in treating people. And it's sad.
It's sad.
And if I am a doctor, I wouldn't stay in this country. No. Oh, no. You learn a lot of things, but you are not able to put it into practice because we are lacking a lot of some of this equipment. And at the end of the day, we look down upon our own people. Like this forensic audit they went to do out there. Are they trying to say that we don't have the experts here who can do it? Or we don't have the equipment that they can use in doing it? It's like, it speaks bad about us. To the extent that if a political official needs treatment, you have to travel outside the country. You're not only traveling outside the country because you need a proper health care, but because you're not doing the right thing. It should be sending an information to you. So if the government is targeting these 3 infrastructures with 2 billion, oh, come on. It's good.
It's good.
But sikane drua yehu, it shouldn't be only on paper. That is what we see.
There should be transparency. All right. Miss Eugenia, we have some projects in the bush, such as the e-blogs. We also have the Agenda 111, which hasn't even been completed. Why don't you think the government should rather channel this money into these projects rather than investing them into the big push agenda? Because don't you think in a way it's kind of like similar, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah, it's kind of similar. Yeah, I would agree with you because I think there's Saglime. I don't know if I have the name right. Saglime housing project. That is the affordable housing project. It's still lying bare.
Yeah.
And it has become, should I say, accommodation for criminals, rats, and other animals. Where lies the case? Some humans living right here in this country find it very difficult to even find suitable accommodations for themselves. We also have machines that are still in the bushes as we speak. We also have, as you said, Agenda 111 is still there. What are they doing about it? In as much as I feel like it is good to make sure that our infrastructure development goes on in this country, looking at our roads, looking at our schools, looking at our hospitals and other petty infrastructures that would generate revenue for the country. I think that first off, they need to make sure that as we are all saying, they need to make sure that they tackle the root cause of these issues. It shouldn't be a competition between these two parties. You come into power, you start an initiative, you leave power, and that is it. It shouldn't be like that. I remember our former and past late president. If someone starts something and he or she comes into power and they are capable, they complete it, and together they they commission this project together. But it looks like between the NPP and the NDC, let me start this, let me complete it myself, and let me commission it myself. At the end of the day, the credit goes to me alone. It shouldn't be that way. I believe that whatever interest you have for these people, you shouldn't be biased. You shouldn't put yourself first. You should put the people first.
The people first.
So looking at all these buildings we have in bushes lying bare just like that, don't you think it can be repurposed into something meaningful?
Into something meaningful.
It can be repurposed into something meaningful. We were here when this current administration said they would bring us 600 chips compound, but we still have Agenda 111 buildings still in existence, ongoing, some almost completed. So why not complete? It's a good initiative. No one is disputing the fact that it's not good. It is good. But let's complete the one that has already been started. And looking at the 2 billion, to me, I feel this money is much.
It's much.
We are not looking down on the government.
Annually.
2 billion.
Every year.
Hey!
Why are they going to be getting
dollars?
Those money? I'm just hoping that they are not going to be borrowing.
Borrowing. This borrowing. When will Ghana be free from borrowing? It looks like, excuse me to say, it looks like it's a curse. Because once you start borrowing, it will be very difficult for you to go back. Just imagine, a friend said the interest rates, day in and day out, yearly, the interest rate
keeps increasing.
So, in as much as this is a great initiative, we know that the government is tailored to make sure that whatever development that goes on in our country, they need to make sure that it goes on, because infrastructure development is one major part of every country. One major part of every country. Every country needs to have all this basic amenities. So, in as much as we all agree to the fact that we need these things, we still have buildings that are still lying there. You know that when you don't pay much attention to buildings, at the end of the day, it gets weak.
Yeah, it gets weak.
And it means when it gets weak, you need to pump money into it again to make sure that building to build. It's not supposed to be like that. So they really need to look into that.
All right, thank you. Moving on. Ghana's defense mechanism is systematically in decline. President of Imani Africa, Franklin Kucho, has warned that Ghana's defense capacity is on a dangerous decline, blaming years of politicization, poor procurement practices, and lack of investment in critical military infrastructure. His remarks follows moves by the Ghana Armed Forces to collaborate with international experts in investigating the Agassiz helicopter crash in the Ashanti region, which claimed the lives of 2 ministers of state and 6 others. Mr. Kujo underscored the urgent need for transparency and accountability in defense management, insisting that Ghana's military remains under-equipped despite billions of loans constructed in recent years. The Imani Africa president stressed that unless procurement is depoliticized and investments are made transparently, the armed forces will remain vulnerable, leaving both military personnel and civilians exposed to preventable risks. He maintained that Ghana's defense mechanism has been systematically declining. And this is coming from the president of Imani Africa, Franklin Kujo. He says Ghana's defense system is getting weaker because of politics, poor management of military purchases, and lack of proper investment. He also pointed out that despite Ghana borrowing billions of dollars and euros, the armed forces are still poorly equipped. He warned that without transparency and better funding, Ghana will remain vulnerable to attacks or disasters. Ms. Regina, have you seen that so far? That our military or our security system is declining?
Our military? Okay, when it comes to the personnel, I wouldn't say it's declining. I would say it's they are training more competent personnel when it comes to the humans. Yes, that is the human form. But with the, how is it said?
The equipment.
With their equipment. I remember, I think an issue popped up last week, within the week, and the Ghana Armed Forces brought out a directive saying that we shouldn't be in a hurry to publish certain articles or draw. Oh, I don't know how to put it. We shouldn't be in a hurry to jump into conclusions. It was in regards to this
The helicopter
plane,
crash. Right.
And I was like, when I said, I was like, I'm more canocran, I'm on person canocran, because see, any aeroplane dear, but at the end of the day, it's still area machine, and area machine, it has to have certain basic things in it. We are not saying that or we don't want to but looking at the circumstances leading to this crash, it is something that could have been avoided. It could have been avoided. We know that when you are going to board a plane, they teach you certain emergency things. Say if if this is about to happen, do this, do that, do this. Almost how you kind of saying parachutes. A woman say honey hey yow, but you need that parachute. We were here when a Nigerian actor died, all because of what? Life jackets. That one too, should we say it can't be avoided? It could have been avoided. We were here when some students were seen in boats crossing rivers
without life jackets.
We were all complaining. I remember Debbie's grill. She grilled these people. She really grilled these people, because why should you let these little kids be on board without life jackets? So why should you also let these these honorables board the helicopter? Matisse almost another name is alligator. Chopper, but Matisse alligator, so you need. Why should you allow these people board it whilst you know that the basic amenities everyone needs is not on it? First off, it's should I even say it's an offense? It's an offense. So let's take the Ghana Armed Forces. When you put manpower aside, if Omoto bomb, what's your defense mechanism?
That's the issue.
Nothing.
Are we fully equipped?
Ghana do shishi. They don't have shishi. As it's a boring. Shishi they don't have. When this Israel and Iran war was going on, I read that Omoto bomb, one country was able to detect the bomb and detonated it in the air before it landed. Ghana, because to me, I don't see anything. They are not competent enough. These people, the only thing they know how to do is to assault, to harass people, harass journalists. We are not saying it's the bad thing, but we should have certain, like it should be something that you should have defense mechanism. These people don't have anything.
They don't have anything.
They don't have.
Miss Debbie, do you agree with Franklin Kujo making a statement that the military has been politicized instead of them focusing on the safety of the nation?
In a way, yes, it has been politicized. Why has it been politicized? It has been politicized because I feel 50% of those recruited in the military are affiliated to either party A or party B. Because we have people in the military who were brought by some political official, connected them into the military. And since, for example, let's say I'm connected into the military, I've been recruited into the military, and I'm there by the help of a political party. You can't tell me to do something as a political party and I will decline. No, I have to obey your orders. But just as the judiciary, it's an independent body. The military is also an independent body.
Right.
Independent body because it tackles anything that has to do with security. And if our security is at stake, then it means we have a lot of we have problem. then it means we are not saving the country. You know, some time ago I was asking myself that, so our militaries that have been camped at Bema camp, because if you see the training they go through, for me it's nothing. No, why the one I was showing you a training where Chinese, they are a military almost blocks and tables like this, furniture like this, their hand wait.
And the blade room.
Their hand, no, their bare hand, they use in slicing a very hard furniture. And the way they were trained in such a way that a female military, you wear heel and then you are standing on a pole.
Yeah, I also saw that.
A halo, and you are standing on a pole, and they were standing so confident. That's a basic training now. If you find yourself in a very tight corner, you can save yourself. After that, then they came to Ghana and Nigeria. You know what we are doing? We are seeing Jama.
Oh, Germany, they, yeah, dear mom. Germany, they will do so well at Jama.
We were seeing Jama, and I was like, Africa, we are not serious. See, if a Western country should target any of the African countries to destroy, it's easy.
It's easy. So
It's easy.
What would you suggest the government do at this time?
Simple. What the government can do now is see the olden ways of learning things has passed. We are outdated. We need to overhaul the military. They need to learn new techniques. As time goes on, new things are coming on board.
Right.
See, we are journalists, but every day we are on TikTok. We see people. We see the way people present. We see the way people do things. People are adding things. You pick something. You might not copy the style of the way the person does it, but you pick 1, 2, 3 things to add up to what you already know to shape your career. That is it. So military, our military system, then they are clapping, it's not that.
It's not that.
Military, we are not training them to camp them in Bema camp. Bema camp on what? Like they should go through. I know that the military, what they say is obey before complaining, right? We know, but they have to do more than that. See, this aircraft, as she said, it is something we can easily avoid. We have to modernize our system, the military system. The aircraft, I'm sure that aircraft has its duration of lifespan. Some vehicles, you can only use it for 5 years. After 5 years, it has worn out. No matter how you try, you change the engine or whatever, it is still weak. And the same thing that helps you in getting to wherever you want to get to will be the same thing that will kill you one day. You just have to change it. So with the aircraft, we have to change it. We have to change. If it is the spare parts we need to change, and we should get, I say it's Ghana, we should have like 4 or 5, what's the name, aircrafts, like planes. Ways, I think they say they called someone. Immediately now you call, you can't say, the office in Accra. This is what is going on. You said, like what? Oh, you don't watch Western World, like what they do. They will send another plane. They will send another plane on board with militaries.
Yeah.
And then with rope. They save you. But say, so this death, I'm sure sometimes God brings certain things your way to learn. And it's painful that we've lost people out of this. I wish they survived it. Then they can, like, it will hurt. But since they didn't survive it, so any bad, but we should learn from it. We should make sure that this never happens again.
All right. Thank you. Alan Tremanten unveils 10-point action plan to end Galamsey after helicopter tragedy. The leader of the Movement for Change, Alan Tremanten, has outlined a comprehensive 10-point action plan aimed at ending illegal mining, popularly known as Galamsey, describing it as an existential threat to the nation's future. His statement comes in the wake of the helicopter crash on Wednesday, August 6th, which claimed the lives of 8 distinguished individuals while on national duty in the Ashanti region. In a press statement issued on Sunday, August 17th, Alan Tremanten says the tragedy emphasized the urgent need for decisive nation action against Galamsey, which continues to devastate Ghana's environment, water bodies, and communities. At the center of his proposal is an immediate 1-year ban on all small-scale and artisanal mining activities, whether legal or illegal, through an executive instrument. Now, here are the measures he outlined. Suspension of LI 2462 in Parliament to halt permits allowing mining in forest reserves. Revocation of all small-scale and community mining licensing issued over the past 15 years, to be followed by a full audit led by a task force from the Gold Board, Environmental Protection Agency, Water Resources Commission and Minerals Commission. Demobilization and preservation of mining equipment to be carried out by the 48th Engineers Regiment of the Ghana Armed Forces. Large-scale land and river restoration programs to be led by the Forestry Commission and Water Resources Commission, with technical support from the Council for Scientific and Industrial Research. Introduction of stricter legislation, including a permanent ban on mining in forest reserves and river bodies, with life imprisonment for offenders. Creation of a Youth in Responsible Mining initiative, providing young people with state-backed licensing and equipment to operate legal private mining companies under regulated conditions. And lastly, formation of community watchdogs, to be known as citizens mining protection rights groups, to monitor responsible mining at the grassroots. These are some of the measures Alan Chamanten outlined to tackle illegal mining. Ms. Reggie, do you think these are concrete enough? Life imprisonment for anybody who is caught at all. Introduction of stricter legislation, including a permanent ban on mining in forest reserve and water bodies, with life imprisonment to offenders who are caught, who pass behind government's back and go and mine.
Nobody is, sir.
Yes, sir.
They should shoot them.
They should shoot
They
them.
shoot and kill. They are on it.
We are on it.
Whether they like it, they don't like it. Shoot and kill. Life imprisonment there. Those two waste taxpayers' money on them.
On
Will
feeding.
be eating. Yes.
I get it.
Yan chiom yo guamo na we shoot omu po.
Why is it a movie you're watching?
See, so far as these people are dead, this is not the time for mercy. That mercy era is over.
It's over.
That mercy era is over. They say if persuasion fails, force must be applied. Both the NPP and the NDC government, you can't say too much. They've been pampered long enough. As a kola or yard, oh crocron no gusu ye. Then up and you're gonna babono. Obimpo hold Okojane Kotue camp. I had discipline. So these people are adults. They know their left from their right. They know what is good, they know what is bad. Aside these 8 gallant heroes that are dead, other people are also dead. But Esan say they are not well to do, they are not well known, you know. We are not really making noise about it. A lot of people are dying because of Galamsey. Let's even take in Kolana year warm, no. Some people give birth to deformed kids, all in the name of Galamsey. They use the dangerous chemicals they use in these things. So this is good by Asa. And then I bind in Asa. They shoot and kill. They should kill them. Kill them. Someone will say human rights, human rights. Where was the human rights when they were destroying our land? Where was human rights when these people died? Where was human rights when both the MPP and NDC governments were fighting this thing? They are also parts. The MPP and NDC, they are parts. Everyone is included. Yeah, you will be in free.
All right, Mr. B.
So jailing them, right?
For life.
For life. NASA. Jailing them for life, dear. So if you're jailing someone for life, doesn't mean you leave this hand wipe you. It's going to take your whole life, and then your whole life need dear. As she said, they will be feeding you at the expense of the taxpayers' money. And galamsey is not something that we should be so quiet or so lenient when we want to deal with it. Because this is something that has led to the loss of 8 people. These are not mere people. These are people who have laid down their lives. In fact, I would say there's a second Jesus Christ. They've laid down their lives and then they died a very terrible and horrific death. And so if you want to come back stronger to fight at it shouldn't be just coming out to say something that you feel like is okay. No. Someone will sit by and say that shoot and kill approach is bad. And that even God will understand. In some situations, God will understand. Because you are also a killer. You're the one mining illegally. You are also a serial killer because you are killing people. The chemicals you are using, are they not a means of indirectly killing someone because they drink that same water into their system? And then it ends up distorting their system. And human beings as we are, if you don't take proper care of yourself, you end up having a lot of complications. And so with this galamsey issue, jailing them with the emboa, jailing them emboa, and not shoot and kill approach, that is the best approach we can do. I saw a video where galamsey was saying that we are calling on the government to come and shoot and kill them. They are also prepared. Yes, he said they are prepared and they will see if it is the government that will shoot and kill them or they will shoot and kill the government. So these people, they are prepared. In a case where parents can actually come out and be calling on the government that they are solidly behind their children for what they are doing, then it means that galamsey, it has reached its peak.
No jobs.
There are no jobs where? You are in the village and you are saying there are no jobs. In the village, one of the easiest things you can do is to farm. Farm. And you see, in the village, you don't pay transport. You don't pay certain taxes. And so you don't pay for water. Hardly will you even see them buying pure water. There is, things are less expensive there. But if you want to work, I didn't say that a lot of villagers are not in Accra here working. A lot of them are here working. I don't believe there is no work. There is work. You have decided to go into galamsey. They should be sincere and let us know that the galamsey pay more than genuine work. That is what they are trying to say. It pays more. So since it pays more and you don't want to back out, the only thing we can do to help you is to help you to go and see God. Yes, because we can. You want to meet last in yeah.
The only way we can do to help these people is to help them go and see God. And that was coming from Miss Debbie. All right. Thank you so much for joining us on the news headline review. Up next, we have Debbie's Girl.
Good morning and thank you very much for joining me on Debbie's Grill, where we talk about issues that concern the state, void of politics, fear or favor. So the Secretary General of the Ghana Federation of Labour, Abraham Kumsin, has alleged that August 6th helicopter crash at Adensi Nkrofom, which claimed the lives of 8 prominent Ghanaians, was not a mere accident, but part of a failed coup attempt targeting President Mahama. Kumsi claimed that the incident was orchestrated as part of a wider plan to destabilize the Mahama administration. He argued that the professionalism and experience of the pilot made it difficult to accept that the crash occurred under normal circumstances. It was a coup that failed because, despite the training of the pilot, they could not bring it under control. Kumsi urged President Mahama to adopt stringent security measures similar to those implemented by Ghana's first president, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, during periods when his leadership faced threats. He called that Dr. Nkrumah introduced the Preventive Detection of Act 1958 in response to alleged conspiracies against his government. He further cautioned the president and his advisers to be vigilant against what he described as evil machination by the opposition New Patriotic Party, accusing the party of being behind long-standing plot to destabilize the government. Maybe the president is not aware that the crash was a plot to remove him from office. The presence of certain individuals in critical positions in government is a risk to the president's life, and he must do the needful. So this is coming from the General Secretary of the Ghana Federation of Labour, Abraham Kumsin. He's calling on President Mahama to be very careful, and that the helicopter crash that occurred on the 6th August is a coup to actually take him out of office. This is a bit boggling with the mind. Something that actually drawn the state into a mournful one. I mean, that day the whole country was confused. So if this was actually planned by someone, as he is alleging, what was their motive behind that? And the issue is, what do you want to gain? And after this has happened and the people have died, what have you gained? If this is really true, I mean, President Mahama came into office not quite long. If I'm right, he will be in his 7 to 8 months. And we've seen what President Mahama and his appointees are doing. We've seen the measures they've put in place to change the narrative of what we used to know. We see how far they've come with the economy, how far they've come with stabilizing the city, trying their possible means to do everything they can to help the country. I mean, why will you sit down and plot a coup against the president for some reasons known to you alone? And you see, when this incident happened, I saw a case where people were like, no, this helicopter crash is not normal. There is something behind somewhere we do not know. You see, we cannot, me sitting here right now, I don't know what is going to happen tomorrow. I have no idea. That is one thing God has hidden from every creature. You only know of what's happened yesterday, but you don't know what will happen ahead. None of us sit here to pray that we will die very soon. No, that is not our prayer. Our prayer is to live long and fulfill whatever we were brought on this earth to do. But looking at this whole incident, what happened? What are we supposed to know that we don't know? What led to the crash? Was the plane crash preventable? If yes, then why didn't we prevent it? If no, then what is actually the main problem or the main reason behind that? You see, I've seen cases where people want to politicize all this. And I'm not saying that what Mr. Kumsin is saying is wrong. But in a way, someone may say that, is this not part of the misinformation and disinformation sort of? Because he's trying to chip in the New Patriotic Party. And he's saying that it is their plot. We all know that the NDC and the MPP, we know them. We know how they are not really so compatible. And I wouldn't say he's wrong. The president ought to be very, very careful. Because not everybody is happy with what he's doing. You might see a lot of people smiling at him, but everyone with their intention. So with that, the president needs to be very, very careful. Personally, the day this incident happened, I said within me that this is not normal. And I was totally convinced that it was not normal. This was something we could have prevented as a country. And I saw instances where the opposition party were like, during their time, they said there were problems with the the helicopter. They made instances where the former president has to fly with a jet, pay 8 million, and they brought out an information to the state that they want to purchase one. And so these same NDC people said, no, we are not going to purchase any helicopter. And so it's like they're taking their own medicinal pill. But you see, can we do away with politics a bit and face this issue as it is? If truly someone is plotting a coup for the president, then it means the person has his own reasons. But why will you sit down and plot a coup? We've experienced worst season. Why didn't you plan a coup then? I remember the plotted one, they were arrested because they failed. And trust me, no one can plot a coup against this current administration. We are not trying to be political. But if you are sitting at your home and then you are plotting your coup or whatever, be rest assured, just as they found out in the previous administration, some people were arrested, you will also be arrested. But with that, what are we supposed to do right? Now we've seen that the helicopter had an issue. We've got to know. The problem now is it that for long we don't know that the helicopter had an issue? Why didn't we figure this out early? And on board the plane was a whole defense minister, someone who was in charge of the affairs of the security. His safety needs to be ensured, but the deed has already been done. The next thing we should look forward to is how to prevent this. How we are going to stop this from reoccurring in the future. Most of the times, I wonder what our leaders go out there to learn. But I believe when you go out there to learn, it's for you to gain some sort of experience, gain knowledge, you come back and then you impact. As now, we should be having like 5 or 10. It's expensive, but if at least 4 or 5, so we can prevent all this, and we will not end up losing people in the near future. And back to what Mr. Kumsen is saying, I believe maybe he should be interrogated. He will personally have his own evidence to that. This is allegedly involving another party into this whole issue. We know what's happened is not normal. And I personally believe that there might be people behind this. So if this is what he's saying, then I'll urge the government to interrogate him. Should bring out the evidence that states that maybe the opposition are against his party and they don't want the well-being of his party. So we can bring an end to this whole issue. It will be sad in the next 5 years, we will still have to experience this. Thank you for making time with me on Debbie's Grill.
Thank you so much, Miss Debbie, for that girl. Up next today in history with Miss Regina Bless.
Today in history, 1964, South Africa banned from the Olympic Games as a result of its apartheid policies. South Africa was barred from participating in the Olympics beginning on August 18th, 1964. 1962, World Bank establishes a resident mission in Ghana. The World Bank set up its resident mission in Ghana. This was a significant step in strengthening development cooperation between the World Bank and the newly independent nation. 2018, death of Kofi Annan. Kofi Annan, Ghanaian diplomat and former Secretary General of the United Nations, passed away in Switzerland at the age of 80. On this day, 1994, Ken Osterbrook, a photographer for The Star, was killed during intense conflict between hostile dwellers and national peacekeeping force troops in Tokza Township as South Africa prepared for its first post-apartheid democratic elections. Looking at some observances. Today is National Couples Day. It is a day to appreciate the love and companionship of being in a relationship. This day is also observed as Never Give Up Day. It is a day to recognize and celebrate the spirit of perseverance and resilience. The day encourages individuals, businesses, and organizations to honor the strength to keep going despite obstacles. Lastly, Bad Poetry Day. It is a day to embrace and celebrate the joy of less than perfect poetry, encouraging creativity without the pressure of achieving high standards. The day encourages people to write and share their best poems. And that's all for today. Today in History and Observances, live on GhanaTalks Breakfast Show.
Thank you so much, Miss Regina, for today in history and some observances for the day. Today is Never Give Up Day.
Yeah.
So I want each of you to send words of encouragement to anybody at all listening to us today. I'll start with you, Miss Debbie. Never give up day.
Never give up day.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So one thing I'll tell them was this: as human beings, you face challenges. Challenges are bound to happen. And the level you get with each challenges you face, it doesn't mean you should give up. Sometimes it's very tough.
Great.
But you have to keep pressing on the button. The people you see up there, they only show you what you want to see on their start. They don't show you behind what they go through. So you have to ensure that you overcome these challenges and you press on. No matter why are you laughing?
She's thinking about what she's saying.
No matter what you are going through, you just don't have to give up, because giving up is not the answer. Giving up is not the answer.
Is not the answer, and giving up is not an option either. You don't have to give up. It's not the end of the road. Miss Vijay, tell me something.
Okay, so for you to be a great person, one thing I know, you have to go through the trials and tribulations. We always associate our troubles with what gold goes through. When you get a gold, it doesn't mean the gold is refined. It has to go through a process. It goes through beating, it goes through molding, it passes through fire before it comes out as that should I say yellowish or goldish substance, very shiny. So as an individual, when you go through things, you need to just associate yourself or link yourself with a gold. At the end of the day, you come out so shiny and all that. Yeah, I can never give up day. And also in say the fact that you are going through something means you come out successful. Hello. The fact that you are going through something doesn't mean you being a successful person. So please, in everything, I also think that you need to put God first. Yes, you need to put God first. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, my knowledgeable panelists, for that inspiring message. Today is Never Give Up Day. Don't give up, okay? Don't give up. It will get tougher, but don't give up. Giving up is never an option. And this is where we draw the curtains for the first segment of the GhanaTalks Breakfast Show. We'll be coming up with a news shortly. Please stick and stay with us.
Hello Ghana, hello worldwide. I'm level band. Code Now listen, every Tuesday and Friday, beyond the time it's going to carry Braille, our Ghana Talks Radio, 7 p.m. sharp. Now Tuesday, we're going to talk about our culture, our history. Matuni ding setete abako sem. Now on the Friday, you bars on bars. You better rap, you better say no artists go join me in the studio. We're going to discuss about music and business. Konya, or you singer, and now you rapper, you think say you get bars. You go fi spit fire. Now listen, make you join me with studios. Our Ghana Talks Radio, and you say then our day. Me say download the Ghana Talks Radio app, no, our Play Store, any App Store. Not tune in, and say this what you say. Baba live on Facebook, Kointakra, any Ghana Talks Radio page, and so now listen. I bet you fire. 1 year, Konya, Wading, Jajan.
What do you want for breakfast? How do you want your breakfast?
English breakfast, French fries. Koko nikosi, alo komi kesheto. Wache.
Well, Gobe is the real deal.
Join us on Ghana Talks Radio. Let's serve you a buffet of breakfast.
From news headlines review, current affairs to social issues. Entertainment, sports, and all the trending stories live on our mobile app and across all socials. From Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
With me, Pakwesi Omare,
Regina Bless, Deborah Adoso,
and I am Esinal Fiagbedu. This is Ghana Talks Breakfast Show.
We bring you local news, business news, international, sports, and entertainment news. Right here on GTR.
Welcome to the morning news broadcast on Ghana Talks Radio. Coming up, German International Corporation proposes stronger communication to unlock funding for youth startup. President Mahama to embark on official visit to Japan and Singapore. Government to provide counseling for families of helicopter crash victims. NDC hopeful of victory in their Kotia by-election. There is a many more coming up your way shortly. Administrators of local startup funds supporting youth-led small and medium-sized enterprises are being urged to strengthen their communication strategies to improve access to capital. The German International Corporation says that despite numerous interventions from government and the private sector, more awareness is needed to ensure young entrepreneurs fully access available funding opportunities. Speaking at the Next Generation Opportunities Forum in Accra, Emmanuel Mumuni, component manager of German International Corporation, emphasized that both fund managers and startups need to be more proactive. There are many opportunities but not enough noise about them. On the other hand, we also have startups that are not actively seeking these chances. When we run programs, we often find the same groups of businesses applying repeatedly. Mumuni encouraged fund administrators to expand their outreach through diverse platforms, while urging startups to take initiative in connecting with funding bodies. For his part, Nabil Ahmed Rafia, Media and Logistics Coordinator for the Next Generation Opportunities Forum, explained that the annual event brings together the Africans' most promising young leaders, entrepreneurs, creatives, and change makers to bridge the gap between ideas and opportunities. He added that the forum forms part of a decade-long legacy of platforms founded by Emmanuel Adai, including Tex, Laboni Tex, Accra, and Africa Dialogues. In other news, President Mahama will undertake an official two-country visit to Japan and Singapore, aimed at deepening bilateral relations, expanding trade and investment links, and advancing cooperation on shared development priorities. In a statement issued by the spokesperson to the President and Minister of Government Communications, Felix Kwachiofosu, the President and his delegation will leave Accra on Sunday, August 17th. In Japan, the President will attend the 19th Tokyo International Conference on African Development, where he will make a presentation at plenary session on the economy, promoting trade and investment. President Mahama will also deliver an address at a Ghana Presidential Investment Forum, showcasing Ghana's investment opportunities and resetting Ghana agenda. The president is expected to hold series of bilateral meetings with key Japanese partners, including the president of Japan International Cooperation Agency, senior representatives of the Japan External Trade Organizations, and the Prime Minister of Japan to discuss trade, investment, technical cooperation, and infrastructure partnerships. Following his engagement in Japan, the president will undertake a 3-day state visit to Singapore. The state visit will include a courtesy call on President, a meeting with Prime Minister Lawrence Wong, participation in African Singapore Business Forum, and an address at an investment forum to present Ghana's reform and investment priorities and strengthen private sector linkages between Ghana and Singapore-based investors. The visits seek to attract investment, broaden market access for Ghanaian goods and services, mobilize technical and development cooperation, and boost partnerships in technology, infrastructure, finance, and human capital development. Moving on, the government has assured counseling support for the families and children of those who lost their lives in the recent helicopter crash. 8 people perished in line of duty, plunging the nation into mourning. The Minister for Gender, Children and Social Protection, Dr. Agnes Namomo-Latte, speaking to the media on the sidelines of a Thanksgiving service for the late Defense Minister Dr. Edward Omane-Boamah and Wing Commander Peter Bafemi Anala on Sunday, August 18th, said her ministry will recommend counseling services to help the affected families cope with their loss. If ever there was a time the Comforter comes closer to us, this is the time we pray for the families, that they continue to enjoy the peace of the Lord. Families have their own ways of healing, so when they reach out to us, we will assist them. As we continue to engage with them, the need arises, we can suggest and recommend support, whether through a social worker or a psychologist, because this is not easy, she said. On Friday, August 15th, an interfaith funeral service was held in honor of the 8 persons who died in the August 6th helicopter crash. The victims included Minister for Defense Dr. Edward Omane-Boamah, Minister for Environment, Science, Technology and Innovation Ibrahim Muntala Mohammed, Acting Deputy National Security Coordinator Muniru Mohammed, former parliamentary candidate Samuel Aboache, and NDC Vice Chairman Samuel Sapon, the 3 crew members, Squadron Leader Peter Bafemi, Flying Officer Chum Ampedu, and Sergeant Ernest Ado Mensah also lost their lives in the crash. The 3 officers were posthumously promoted by President Mahama on Friday. In politics, the National Democratic Congress parliamentary candidate for Akwatia Bernard Bediakon has expressed confidence in winning the constituency's by-election scheduled for September 2nd. The Electoral Commission declared the seat vacant following the death of the sitting Member of Parliament Ernest Kumi. Speaking to journalists in Akwatia on Sunday, August 17th, Mr. Bediakon said the NDC was well positioned to secure victory. We are moving through the towns and community to spread our message. Today is a market day in Akwatia, and fortunately, our party office is close to the market. We are starting there to engage the people and help them understand the need to vote for me and the National Democratic Congress so that together we can drive development in Akwatia, he said. The New Patriotic Party, on the other hand, staged a unity walk in Akwatia to demonstrate solidarity and reaffirm support for its parliamentary candidate, Solomon Kwame Asumedu. The event, led by the Eastern Regional Chairman Jeff Kunedu Edo and other regional executives, drew thousands of supporters. They were joined by the National Youth Organizer Salam Mustafa, constituency executives, electoral area coordinators, polling station executives and grassroots members. The walk, which featured placards, chants and music, saw participants march through the Principal Street of Akotia, organizers described the turnout as evidence of the MPP's readiness for the upcoming poll. A first battle has erupted between Dr. Grace Ayensu-Dankwa and the Ghana Tertiary Education Commission, with her lawyers accusing the commission of overreach, bias and inappropriacy in its handling of her academic and professional credentials. In a letter dated August 13th, addressed to GTEC's Director General Professor Ahmed Jinapo, Dr. Ayensu-Dankwa's solicitors, led by David Ametepe, described the Commission's action as abrasive, unnecessarily combative and disparaging. They argued that GTEC's correspondence fell short of the standards of professionalism and impartiality expected of a statutory body created under the Education Regulatory Bodies Act 2020 Act 1023. At the heart of the dispute is GTEC's assessment of Dr. Ayensu-Dankwa's right to use the title professor. Her lawyers assessed that the Commission's conclusion were not only unfounded but also procedurally irregular and damaging to her reputation. The assessment appears to have been carried out without transparency and without clear indication of the regulatory framework applied, the letter stated. This lack of clarity raises legitimate apprehension that the process was unguided and influenced by subjective and extraneous considerations. The lawyers also took issue with the circulation of GTEC's letter to high-ranking officers, including Parliament of the Presidency, describing the move as wholly improper and potentially defamatory. The question why correspondence about academic credentials could be linked to her political service as a parliamentarian deputy minister. Your most recent letter was addressed directly to the Chief of Staff rather than to our client, a step that is both irregular and suggestive of an attempt to escalate a matter of academic interpretation into a political controversy, the letter argued. According to the lawyers, GTEC has no authority to redefine and diminish academic titles conferred by foreign institutions. They contend that the Commission's apparent view that only term-track appointments warrant the title professor is erroneous, inconsistent with international academic practice, and an overreach of its mandate. The letter also cited international framework as the UNESCO Global Convention on the Recognition of Qualification and Recognition Convention, stressing that academic titles should be respected as conferred unless substantial differences are proven. The lawyers warned that GTEC's actions risk reducing the commissions to an ad hoc, slightly vindictive and personality-driven exercise, rather than one grounded in law evidence and internationally recognized academic norms. Dr. Ayensu's legal team has demanded that GTEC disclose the full process behind its conclusion, clarify its authority, and provide evidence that its client was allowed to respond before the damaging correspondence was issued. Failure to respond within 14 days, they cautioned, would compel their client to pursue remedies in court, including orders of mandamus as well as a declaratory relief to protect her reputation. In business, the Ghana Union of Traders has urged its members to slash prices on old stock to clear goods and make way for new imports. According to the association, the move will unlock capital, ease cost on the market, and bring relief to consumers. This comes at the 60-day grace period for price adjustment introduced following the cedi's appreciation. GhanaTalks Public Relations Officer Joseph Paddy explained that price stability has now held for more than 8 months, well beyond the usual business cycle, and traders who refuse to adjust may lose out. The stability has lasted for over 8 months, which is well beyond the usual 3 to 4 month business cycle. Typically, when you travel, it takes about a month. Shipping your goods takes another month, and clearing can take up to a month as well. He warned that keeping old near expiring stocks at inflated price could push traders out of business. On Monday 14th, GUTA and the Association of Ghana Industries jointly announced a 60-day window for businesses to adjust prices in line with the cedi's appreciation. The announcement followed by a high-level meeting with the Minister for Trade and Industry, Elizabeth Ofosu-Adjare, after public pressure mounted for market prices to reflect the stronger currency. The cedi currently trades at about 10 to 40 to the US dollars, while many goods remain unchanged in price. The Ghana Union of Traders Association explained that older stock purchased at higher exchange rate has delayed adjustment. GUTA President Joseph Obin has since urged government to maintain the currency stability, assuring that traders will adjust prices as new stock arrives. The Ministry of Finance will this week begin public hearings towards the preparation of Ghana's 2026 budget and economic policy. The process seeks to input from business associations, financial institutions, civil society groups, and the wider public to shape the government's medium-term economic plan. The 2026 budget, expected to be presented to Parliament on November 15th, will focus heavily on job creation and private sector-led growth. According to the ministry, past submissions have significantly influenced national budget. Government has hinted that the priority aligns with recent World Bank recommendations, stressing that sustained employment opportunities are critical to Ghana's economic recovery. It has also announced that 2026 budget will put job creation at the center of its fiscal agenda. The Ghana Union of Traders Association says it will push for a further reduction in commercial lending rate and tax rate to ease the cost of doing business. GUTA believes additional cuts in lending rates are crucial. Public Relations Officer Joseph noted that while inflation and the policy rates have dropped, interest rate remains high. In sports, 2 goals in 4 minutes in the first half were enough for the Accra Heart of Oak to secure a 2-0 win over Kpando Heart of Lions to win the 2025 Bese Manche Cup at the Accra Sports Stadium. Goals from Frank Duku in the 36th minute and Hamza Issa in the 40th minute sealed the win for the Phobian club in the pre-season contest and lift the title. Recently signed from Vision FC, Duku scored from close range of a free kick in the 36th minute for the game's first goal. The goal was Duku's first on his depart for Heart. Issa added the game's second goal a few minutes later when Duku set him up in a counter-attack and had him lob the ball past Lions goalkeeper to underpin a strong display from Mast Dramani's team. Lions fared better in the second half, but the efforts were not enough to get past Heart's backline. The game was headlined by Bese Mancheni Ayi, voted the second, National Sports Authority Director General Yao Ampofo, and Heart of Oak board member Dr. Nyaho Tamaklo. Heart of Oak next take on city rival Accra Great Olympic in the Democracy Cup on August 29th. In entertainment, the Minister for Tourism, Culture and Creative Arts, Ablajifa Gomashi, has reaffirmed the government's commitment to boosting tourism in the country. Speaking at the 2025 Agotime Kente Festival, she announced that under the Mahama-led administration, 80% of the District Assembly Common Fund will be allocated to district assemblies to strengthen tourism initiative at the local level. She emphasized her ministry's dedication to supporting tourist guides, professionals in textile and gastronomy industries, and all stakeholders in the tourism sector. The district assemblies are going to get 80% of the common fund. That resource is what you and I will use to promote tourism locally in all communities. If you work in the tourism space, you are under the Ministry of Tourism, Culture and Creative Arts. Through our regional officers, you can appeal to us and we will support you to promote your work, she stated. The minister also encouraged Ghanaians to actively participate in the government's flagship Black Star Experience initiative, which seeks to showcase Ghana's cultural heritage and connect with Africans worldwide. The President has empowered us by instituting the Black Star Experience to share the stories of Africans across the world and on the continent. It is about taking pride in our heritage, loving our culture and promoting it for others to experience. I urge you to take advantage of this initiative and find your calling. When you do, the ministry will support you to unearth it further and promote it for the world to see, she added. And that is all for now on the morning news broadcast. I am Deborah Adolso. As usual, log on to our streaming platforms as well as logging on to www.GhanaTalksRadio.com for more news updates. Do have a good morning.
Hello Ghana, hello worldwide, I'm with level band. Now listen, every Tuesday and Friday, beyond the time it's going to carry Brell, our GhanaTalks Radio, 7 p.m. sharp. Now Tuesday, we're going to talk about our culture, our history. Matuni ding setete abako sem. Now on the Friday, you bars on bars. You better rap, you better say ade. No artists go join me in the studio. We're going to discuss about music and business. Konya, or you singer, and now you rapper, you think say you get bars. You go fi spit fire. Now listen, make you join me with studios. Our GhanaTalks Radio and yes say then our day. Me say download the GhanaTalks Radio app no our Play Store and the App Store. Na tune in and say this what you see baba live on Facebook, ko Instagram, any GhanaTalks Radio page and so now listen. E be your fire. 1 year, Konya, wading. Jajan.
Are you ready to amplify your business or brand's reach and make a meaningful impact in Ghana and beyond? Partner with GhanaTalks Radio today to connect with a diverse audience across Ghana and beyond. Elevate your brand through on-air promotions and social media. Boost your brand during prime time. With GhanaTalks Radio, you can extend your reach across digital platforms. GhanaTalks Radio is not just a station, it is a community hub where your brand becomes part of the conversation. Join us in fostering connections, celebrating culture, and making a lasting impression. For customized sponsorship packages and enquiries, email contact@GhanaTalksRadio.com or call +233 202 544614. GhanaTalks Radio, giving the youth a voice.
What do you want for breakfast? How do you want your breakfast?
English breakfast, French fries.
Koko Nikosi, alo komi kesheto.
Wache.
Well, Gobe is the real deal.
Join us on GhanaTalks Radio. Let's serve you a buffet of breakfast.
From news headlines review, current affairs to social issues.
Entertainment, sports, and all the trending stories live on our mobile app and across all socials from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
With me, Pakwesi Omare.
Regina Bless.
Deborah Adolso.
And I am Esinal Fiagbedu. This is GhanaTalks Breakfast Show.
Hello Ghana, hello worldwide, I'm with level band. Now listen, every Tuesday and Friday, beyond the time it's going to carry Brell, our GhanaTalks Radio, 7 p.m. sharp. Now Tuesday, we're going to talk about our culture, our history. Matuni ding setete abako sem. Now on the Friday, you bars on bars. You better rap, you better say ade. No artists go join me in the studio. We're going to discuss about music and business. Konya, or you singer, and now you rapper, you think say you get bars. You go fi spit fire. Now listen, make you join me with studios. Our GhanaTalks Radio and yes say then our day. Me say download the GhanaTalks Radio app no our Play Store and the App Store. Na tune in and yes say this what you see baba live on Facebook, ko Instagram, any GhanaTalks Radio page and so now listen. E be your fire. 1 year, Konya, wading. Jajan.
This is GhanaTalks Breakfast Show, your morning companion.
This is GhanaTalks Breakfast Show, your morning companion. It's a new week. It's a new day. same fire, same energy. In the studios of Ghana Talks Radio. A good morning to you wherever you are listening to us and watching us from. As usual, I come by the name Pakwesio Mare, and in the studios I have with me my two gentlemen, NPP NDC representatives, and later on Dennis will be joining us. Dennis is an independent social communicator. He will be joining the conversation. I want to invite you onto our table of discussion this morning on all our social media platforms at Ghana Talks Radio, on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, and on X. Our phone lines are very active for WhatsApp 0202-544-614, 0202-544-614. Before that, you had the ladies with the newspaper review, and also we came by your way with the news, and now we are in for the main discussions of the day. Gentlemen, Yakwaba Beam, good morning to you all, and I welcome you all to the studios of Ghana Talks Radio.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
How was the weekend?
It was better. We did our best.
Yeah. It was better. Nice.
This past week or past days have been a little bit better from the previous one, because the week that preceded this one came with a lot of pain and
sure,
calamity for Ghanaians, but we thank God that this one, it was cool.
We thank
Only
God.
that we still recorded accidents. Accidents. You see, Pa, I always say that when we are doing national discourse and we don't divorce our path of thinking or speech from partisan politics, we will all bear the brunt of bad decisions taken by our fellow politicians.
Okay.
So we recorded, almost several accidents. It's improper, but we're anything.
Over the past week?
Yes.
Wow.
Down by, I think, in a trailer ran into a little, car, I think 207, smashed everybody.
Wow.
Aground. And I think the day before yesterday there was an accident on the Kumasi, Accra Kumasi highway. Yes.
Area, yeah.
And it killed 5, right?
Yeah,
yes.
5 people.
Charlie,
we keep losing
people
to accidents, and
yes,
we are yet to do anything.
So you can see that
this
is born out of careless decisions
and negligence.
In fact, negligence will come second, but careless decisions by our leadership, especially the previous administration.
Why?
You get a lot to spend wisely, but you spend otherwise. We haven't fixed rules. We haven't fixed a lot of things. Yet we were interested in presidential comfort. We were interested in religion. It's pathetic. Look, we are Africans. We should begin to think right. I don't know what genes we have that is stopping us or precluding us from thinking and producing results. Thinking and producing solutions to societal problems. I don't know when we will. Charlie, in fact, it's sad.
May the souls of those who lost their lives to these accidents rest in perfect peace.
My brother, amen. We wish so, but do you think they will rest in perfect peace?
We just pray so. Pray so. We pray that Allah grants them peace in the bosom of His comfort.
Allahumma amin.
Razak.
Yes, I was.
Over the weekend, I think last Friday, we laid to rest the 8 gallant heroes. Who, yeah. How was the whole?
Okay, so I want to first of all thank your listeners. Thank yourself,
sure,
the production team, and everybody that makes sure this keeps going.
Sure.
May Allah bless the person.
Amen.
As my brother rightly stated, we've had a bad days. I mean, what happened last 2 weeks or last week was very unfortunate.
Weeks,
yeah. But life goes on. We cannot continue to mourn.
Yeah.
We just pray that Allah forgive them, and then, but then the issue of accidents happening in our roads. Some of this is mostly because of driver's negligence. Because most of these things, when you look at it, you see that they are on a high speed and they are trying to overtake. These are some of the major reasons why these accidents are happening. And some of these roads too, you know, they are just 2 lanes.
Sure.
Where some instances we have double lanes where, you know, 2 cars can be moving on one lane and others on the other lane.
Yeah.
But if you have 2 lanes, one coming and then the other one going, you tend to see a lot of accidents happening when it is not big enough, and then drivers are trying to overtake almost all the time.
Okay.
So we let's say we should talk to the drivers too.
Sure.
Maybe the relevant body should talk to drivers to sometimes learn when to overtake, when not to overtake. Some of these things you see that it is a corner. Instead of you to relax and then
still
go through, you want to overtake in that corner. You don't know who is coming.
Exactly.
So some of these things are mainly because of how we drive on our roads.
In fact, yes. I differ from this point you are making.
Really?
Yes, I differ.
You don't blame the drivers?
My brother, do you know one thing? It is because human beings are potentially drifted towards becoming lawless. Human beings innately are lawless. Okay. So if there's a law that tends to be inoperative, these things will happen. You see, my brother, wait a minute.
Okay. I was hoping that
when I asked
you stop him, because when he was speaking, I kept quiet.
Okay. Don't worry. Let him make his
you make your point.
No, finish.
My brother,
1 minute to finish.
First of all,
later on, we both will take him on.
You know one thing? If there are good rules, if those who are paid from the taxpayers' money to ensure safety use of the road also work, we will not be recording these issues or accidents as rampant as we are doing now.
Okay.
I hope you agree with me, and I hope many of our listeners agree with me.
Let's hope the listeners will agree, but
they will, because it makes common sense.
But you see what I said. I said mainly.
Exactly. Mainly, so even your choice of the word mainly. No. The use of the word mainly implies that it is almost the reason why we are recording accidents.
AP, let me tell you the truth.
Okay.
I'm a driver.
Yes.
I drive.
Okay.
I mostly take long distances. I go to Techiman, sometimes Bolga, but we are 2, so we share to drive. I go to Kumasi, Kekos and all. See, even if our roads were to be good, we will still be recording. If you are driving in Ghana and you don't use all your senses, if you think for another driver that this driver,
especially in Accra, yeah.
So they always
my
say
brother,
that
you see, my point is that this thing should be heaped squarely on breakdown of rules, breakdown of the governance structure, especially I don't want to go back, but you see, ask yourself that how many drivers go onto the road and are duly licensed. Know that per your training, before you acquired your driver's license, when you are in a curve, you slow down. You don't run with the same speed when you are in a corner.
So
because you are unable to see what is ahead of you.
Do you realize that now? Now you are.
I will not come to your point. I will not come to your point because number one, who is licensing drivers? Who is licensing a driver to use this particular car? Because the weights vary.
So what's the point?
And then number two, what happens to Ghana roads and highways when it comes to some of these things? What measures are they putting in place to ensure that before a driver takes off, he is not drunk? Before a driver takes, or when the driver is on the road, any meander, any curve, there is something to ensure that do you even check speed limits? Those people who are deployed to go military, men in uniform, I said military, sorry, men in uniform, who are deployed to go and oversee, our roads, the safety of our roads. What is their interest when they get there?
See, we are saying all our conversations are even based on these commercial drivers. Even private cars. See, these people go to school. They have gone to driving schools and all. You see them still driving carelessly. Their drivers are to be held responsible as well. For that one, we can't take.
Do you know what I'm saying? I'm saying that we are bad as people. No two ways about it.
I get you.
But we know that because of our tendency to be bad, there are rules and regulations. There are laws. People are paid to enforce those laws. Are they doing it?
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Razak, finish your point.
So my brother has said a lot, but I find it difficult getting exactly what his point is. Because what I said is simply the fact that, and these are critical example, clear example that you can see on our roads, especially the 15 students that died. You could see that it was not because the road was bad there. Clearly the road was
a careless
a careless driving. So this simply a fact established.
Sure.
And he tried to do politics with it. Do you know what he said? That especially the previous government, that they had enough to spend on roads, but they decided to use it on presidential comfort and stuff. But do you know what's happening today?
No.
Yesterday, President John Dramani Mahama bought a private jet to Singapore, to China, and then he's going to one other country. This is costing us over 15,000 US dollars. The taxpayer.
Do you know?
And let me come, please. Let me flow.
Okay, flow.
Over 15,000 US dollars. It is costing the taxpayer. So today, even this Samuel Akujeto Ablakwa, this guy promised that even if they come to government, the president himself, when he uses presidential jet or a private jet, he's going to resign. Today he's still at post.
Okay.
You said President Mahama, NDC, NPP when they were in government, they prioritized religion and presidential comfort. Today, there's a secretariat at the presidency for prophecies. President Mahama directed that prophecies should be.
How long that
please let me come. I said President Mahama directed that prophecies be sent to the presidency for review.
Are we incurring another cost? Are we incurring another cost for doing that?
Look, if you set a committee,
there's always a secretariat for religion inside the.
I'm telling you that you set a committee. They will draw salary from the consolidated fund. So let's not go there.
Okay.
This government is rather
prioritizing
religion.
It's not
because
true.
I don't know how a prophecy should be reviewed. Maybe my brother here will tell me.
Okay.
How do you constitute a committee to review? Hey Ghana, are we really okay?
No.
What do we need? What do we need prophecies for?
Okay.
You went and campaign and you won power. It's not because somebody prophesied that you are going to win. And you see, I've always maintained that the NPP, when it comes to issue-based politics, they can never win elections in this country.
The NPP, you're right.
Sorry, the NDC.
Hey,
that's a mistake. I said the NDC. It comes to issue-based politics. But you know what I'm representing here. You know what I'm representing here.
Sure.
Yes. But sometimes
understand that
your inner spirit will tell you to tell the truth.
Off your mic. It's too early.
You are interrupting me.
Yeah.
I'm saying that the NDC, when it comes to issue-based politics, issue-based politics, they would never ever win elections in this country.
Okay.
That is why you see Honorable Ablakwa, because this guy wanted power, but didn't know how to do issue-based politics. He decided to bring out presidential travel information to the media. The first time this ever happens in our history
is that
the presidential travel information have been politicized. Today, Mr. John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, John Dramani Mahama is using presidential jet, and this guy who promised to resign based on principle is still at post.
Okay, I'm coming. Now let's take it from here. Where is our presidential jet? Ghana, where is our presidential jet?
You see,
no,
that's why.
Oh, Razak. Let's just do. Where's our presidential jet?
They told us it is not in good condition.
Who told us that? No, I didn't ask what they have said. I'm only asking where it is.
May Allah forgive his soul. Honorable Omani Boama. He told us that it was not in good condition, that the tank has corroded. That's what he told us.
So where is it now?
Well, I don't know where it is.
Hey. Okay. Since you don't know, let me tell you where it is.
Okay, where is it?
It's in France.
Okay.
The company who manufactured that jet,
Falcon,
is there.
It's a French company.
They are having some maintenance service on it. So it's been grounded there for a couple of weeks now.
But the truth of the matter is that even when he was here in Ghana, President Mahama was using his brother's jet. So
and that was another problem, right?
Yes.
The NPP spoke about that as well.
Yes.
When he was using his brother's
jet. Yes.
So now
the jet was here.
The presidential jet is grounded for servicing. He is not more using his brother's jets.
Okay.
Which the NDC said, we need to know what the brother is gaining out of that favor he's doing to his own brother. So he's no more using that.
That wasn't
now the states has a mandate to make sure the president goes on his presidential duties. Now, if he is going on these duties and our own jet is under maintenance, how do we expect him to go?
But these are excuses you are trying to give. And I'm
I'm only asking.
Is the excuse making sense?
And I'm telling you that to board a private jet is not a problem.
Okay.
But politicizing it is a problem.
Where is the politicization in this? This morning you are the one politicizing it.
I'm not politicizing. Okay, let me tell you this. When President John Nanadu, President Nanadu used private jet, it was politicized. You cannot deny that fact. That he's using. Meanwhile, you know that the private jet is not in good condition. But the Honorable Ablakwa came and politicized the issue.
No.
That to the extent that, let me tell you this, to the extent that when the NPP in Parliament proposed buying a new presidential jet, the NDC kicked against it.
Yes.
What was the reason why the
because
NPP
the current presidential jet is not in good condition. So let us all come together and agree to the fact that the jet is not in good condition. So we do ourselves a favor.
I'm coming.
Not politicizing the issue. Look, we cannot jeopardize somebody's life.
See, I'm coming. Razak, you.
The fact that the person has agreed to serve the nation does not mean we should jeopardize with his life.
I'm coming.
So if we're supposed to do something, let's not bring politics.
And
I'm telling you, this is the
No,
first
you
time.
can't come in.
Please,
You've made
this
your point.
this is the first time we are politicizing our presidential travels. That's a fact.
I'm coming. Now, the reason why the NPP proposed a new jet was because, and this is what they said,
Yes.
the jet is too small for the entourage of the then president. They didn't say that.
That is one.
It was under any bad condition. If they had said that, I don't think anyone would have.
No, that is one of the reasons.
Look,
looking at our economic.
Nobody. But
But you can't sit here and
we knew how.
and presume.
Let me tell you this: we knew how desperate these people were for power.
So you don't
Right
think
now, it's not about the
They could do
substance.
anything. They could do anything just to get power.
All right.
You get what I'm saying? So it is not now that we are going to say that look, they wanted to buy presidential jet for their own comfort or something like that.
No.
Today, if they see that if they get to buy new jet, they would like, but they can't. You know why? They politicize
Because
the
of
issue.
what they said.
Yes.
Okay. All right, that's fine.
Sincerely speaking, First of all,
you have just 2 minutes on this because we need to get into.
First of all, it is wrong for anybody to suggest that President Mahama is using a presidential jet. We are paying for his travels when he uses a presidential jet to do his duties as a president.
Okay.
But comparing that with the fact that Nanado wanted to purchase a new jet because number one,
he can't mislead the public. He
because
said
number one,
it is wrong to suggest that we pay for President
and at the
Mahama
same time, especially
it's not wrong.
Okay.
It's not wrong.
Okay. Yes. So
but it's wrong. It's wrong. No, wait.
Let's correct that.
Please,
Before
when you allow me talk, you understand me better. But for you comparing that with Nanado's intent to buy a new presidential jet, it's problematic.
Okay.
My brother, number one, the reasons Nanado gave for wanting to purchase a new presidential jet was worrisome. Number one, that it wasn't large enough to take care of his entourage.
Yeah.
When we know that every trip the president embarks on comes with a cost, especially when he's using a large entourage. Number two,
we can't actually blame him. How many ministers did he have? 132.
Yes,
but your government have just about 50 something.
Yes,
so
you see,
I mean it's
no,
it's 60. Yes, it's now 60.
About the remaining 4 was appointed system ministers.
Let me make my point. You know one thing. Then secondly, they said Nanado couldn't do certain things in the presidential jet because
they said that sometimes when he goes for
he can't bath
a ceremony or an event.
He was not. He not about bathing.
Who said this? So are we taking your word or should take
these are not our words.
No,
these are not our words.
Whose word serious or you?
These are not our words.
Or yours?
These are not our words.
That Nito said that President Mahama.
Let me tell you what he said.
Bath in the.
He said that.
Maybe you should show me a video.
He said that. This is what he said.
I believe you. Okay.
So I shouldn't say.
But maybe please let me make my point. Let me make my point. You see, Pa, you know one thing. I am very, very sure in my even unconscious mind that no president of the West would like to build a presidential, let me say, palace ahead. Will put the building of a presidential palace ahead of investment in school, investment in hospitals.
Who did that?
Do you remember we used to house or the what do you call it, where we formerly housed our president? What's the name? The Osu Castle. It was formerly the seat of president. Are you aware?
Okay.
And you know who took that? Who took the office from that place to the new one around Kanda?
Who did?
President Kufuor.
Okay.
So you can see that whenever the MPP is in power, they embark on certain expenditures that are not related to solutions of hardship in the economy.
But when he took it there, when the NDC came to power,
my brother, they had. Do you know how much?
Did they take it back to?
We can't. Do you know why? The investments has already gone into it.
So let's
huge monies.
I don't think this.
My brother, no. I want you to understand me. Listen carefully. Now the thing is there. Can you say no?
So if we are utilizing it, I don't think we should be.
But I am saying that whenever the MPP is in power, some of these things are their priorities.
Okay.
Presidential palace, presidential jet. My brother,
okay.
I don't know how there's no NDC government that will come and prioritize presidential comfort ahead or against the need to invest more in education, more in health, more in roads, more in agriculture.
All right.
That is why the NDC remains the best political party in Ghana.
I gave you 2 minutes.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
Your time is
you understand?
That's a lie. That's a lie.
So my brother, please desist from comparing the purchase. Now he's saying that
no.
Man, I'm happy.
Okay,
Fine. No problem.
This topic we've actually treated it last week, so I wouldn't want us to go into it that much.
No,
but,
somehow
the whole thing is that sometimes I understand the NPP very well because of some of the statements that was made when the NDC was in opposition. Even though if we compare the instances now, they don't vary. But just for, as they will put it, politicizing it, that's why they also come out and politicize it. I'm coming. That's why my preamble, I said that even though the instances probably...
And I remember I mentioned that appointing justice of the Supreme Court is not a problem. But the problem is when you politicize it.
My brother, we will delve into that.
Right, now
the president has to travel. Our plane, our presidential plane.
I think with that,
yes,
we've already spoken.
I don't know whether he understands, but I hope that the listeners will be best judges.
He understands it. I know you end up bringing a Gufadu into this.
But you know it.
The UK Bar Council and Commonwealth lawyers are arguing. They really want Ghana, the president, to reinstate the suspended Chief Justice. Yes. The AG, the Attorney General's office, has come out to also reply them with their request or their demand. I don't even know if it was a command, because the way they put the thing out, it was like they are telling us what to do now. But I don't know. The Attorney General also says that the suspension is going to stand still until proceedings are complete. The argument is on. But I mean, the Commonwealth lawyers and council, like who are they? Where did they come from? Have you read about them? Have you read the entire statement?
Yes, I read the statement.
Okay, I have it here. I don't know if I should read it, or we all have read it.
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay, then let's proceed. But do you have any history about these Commonwealth lawyers?
Not deep.
Okay. Yes. In fact,
it's not you.
But you see, my understanding is that Ghana is a signatory to the Commonwealth Charter.
Okay.
And international norms, when you are acting beyond certain standard, and it appears to be in violation of a certain right of a person, international bodies would come in.
Okay.
Just to ensure that democratic principles and democratic governance is ensured.
Okay.
So the understanding I have here is that everybody in Ghana knows that this is a political agenda against the CG. Even the blind
everybody in Ghana knows. Me, I don't know that. I'm in Ghana, but I don't know that.
You don't know that it's a political agenda?
No, I don't know that.
So, okay, let me tell you this. Article 146 is clear as to the circumstances that can lead to the removal of a Chief Justice.
Okay. So has the article been breached yet?
Yes.
With the procedures going on?
Yes.
Where was it?
Because, let me tell you this. Article 146 established like 3 instances or so where a Chief Justice can be removed. And based on these 3 instances, we are unable to point out where the prima facie case is.
But has she been removed?
She's been suspended.
That's not removal. That's suspension.
Yes.
Pending investigations into...
yes, that's what I'm saying. So when you have been suspended, the requirement is that they offer you an opportunity to make a representation or to counter the claims against you, to come and listen to the claims against you. And if you listen to the Chief Justice, she made it clear that when she was suspended, she was not given the petition that seeks to remove her. She was not given the charges against her on those petitions, based on which they are seeking to remove her. Now, natural justice requires that when, let's say, a case of this nature is against a person, number one, you give the person a fair hearing. The principle of audi alteram partem. Give the person a fair hearing. Allow the person to make a representation, just like it happens in Parliament when Oliver Vamo accused the appointment committee of taking bribe and approving appointees. You saw what happened. They called him. He came with his lawyer. a lawyer of your choice. That's what is contained in Article 19.
Okay.
A lawyer of your choice to make a representation. This is not what happened. In the case of the CJ.
The CJ wasn't...
They invited her. They didn't allow anybody to go into it. They made a thorough search on her against protocols that are accorded to certain public officials. This in itself is against natural justice and democratic principles.
Really?
I'm telling you something.
You're telling me something.
But listen, just pay attention. Let me make my point.
All right.
If you want, you can write down. After which you come and counter claim.
Sure.
They didn't allow her to go in with her lawyer. That is against Article 19. If you want, that's why I came with the Constitution. Okay. I can show you to you. Because I don't want to say something that you think that I'm lying.
Okay, sure. That's fair.
Article 19 is clear on this.
Oh my gracious God.
Good. Article 19 states that a person charged with criminal offense shall be given fair hearing within reasonable time by a court. 19.2 say that a person charged with criminal offense shall, that's 19.2f, shall be permitted to defend himself before the court in person or by lawyer of his choice. They didn't allow the CJ to defend herself with a lawyer. They didn't allow the CJ to they didn't even give her the petitions that seek to remove her, for her to be able to say that, look, this and this and this and this. And as part of the petition, we heard that as part of the petition that she traveled outside the country with the state money or something like that. I'm sure you heard it.
I'm following you.
And she made mention that as part of her condition of services listed in her appointment, that you have, as a CJ, she can travel out of the country for vacations for like 2 times in a year. That's what she stated. So you cannot. This is something that is included in her appointment. You cannot use that as a basis to remove her from office. Are you getting what I'm saying?
I'm following.
So this in itself, it's not a prima facie.
Okay.
It's not a prima facie case against the CJ. And she made mention that when she was traveling out of the country, she was given 14,000 Ghana cedis. $14,000, and that she could only spend 4,400. She spent 4,400, and when she returned, she returned 2 days later. She returned the 9,600 remaining dollars that she came back with.
Did she say
yes?
That's what she did.
She said it.
She said that she
said she returned it 2 days after she returned. She got back to the country,
to the state office.
Yes, that's what she said. The videos are there. Maybe you didn't listen when she addressed the media.
Okay.
So you cannot use this as a prima facie case to.
Where was the prima facie case established?
By the committee. The committee. You know, when the petition was given, the constitution requires that a committee will be set up to check whether there's prima facie. And when there is prima facie, they continue with the removal process. And that's what is happening.
Has she been removed?
She has not been removed.
To my understanding, you are a law student.
Yes.
I'm not a law student.
Yes.
But to my understanding of a prima facie is established when there is the cause for investigation into the certain issue.
Yeah, so the understanding is that
if
there's a cause for investigation.
So if they are investigating. If
there's no prima facie, they will not investigate.
And what I'm saying is this: the committee deems it right for us to investigate it.
Yes.
To ascertain, even clear the name of the CJ.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
As we can't establish the fact that a prima facie case has been established for investigations to prosecute it. Sorry. It can also be established that it is to clear her name from all the allegations against her. So why don't we just sit back, wait for these investigations to complete its procession?
So what we are seeing is that the prima facie that has been established is in itself a problem.
Like we shouldn't have even got to that stage.
No, because what is there? If you establish a prima facie case against me, you give it to me for me to see what's there.
But
What is it? Even
So-
there are constitutional provisions against this.
So as
there
at
are
now,
common
she
law
still
and,
doesn't know.
and decisions of Supreme Court.
So as
In
of now, she
cases
still
like
doesn't
Abuaji
know
vs.
what.
Ghana Commercial Bank, there are cases that to buttress this point, that when you make allegations against someone, give the person a room to answer to the allegations.
Okay.
And the person has the right to be represented or to come with a lawyer.
Okay. All right.
And this did not happen. And this in itself is against the principle of natural justice.
Justice. Okay.
You get what I'm saying? And the CJ is just, she's not really interested in the position of CJ. That's not why she's fighting this cause.
Okay.
She wants to clear her name.
Okay.
If you listen to what she said, she wants to clear her name.
All right, that's fair. But if she wants to clear her name, why wouldn't she wait for the investigations to end? But she keeps on halting the investigations with the suspension of the case, the termination of the case, the dismissal of the case. How does that clear your name?
Okay.
Sorry. You can continue.
So
continue.
she's seeking to hold this process because the government is acting weird.
Acting weird.
The government is acting weird. Yes, because you see, when you look at this, you have no tangible conclusion than to say that it is a setup to oust her out of office.
Okay.
And read this in conjunction with what was said prior to elections.
Okay.
Then you would understand that, look, you have a president, an aspiring president, coming to tell us that, look, the Supreme Court, when we come, we are going to appoint justices to the Supreme Court to balance the bench.
So you think that is what
that is problematic?
now?
So now
you think
now
that's
they are
what is
pursuing their
in play
agenda.
now?
Yes,
All right.
they are pursuing their agenda.
Okay.
You have government spokesperson Felix Ofosu-Kwakye coming to tell us that the court hasn't been fair to the NDC for over the years, and so when they come, they will take all necessary measures to ensure that whenever they have case in court, they are being favored.
Okay.
This is problematic.
Okay. All right.
And so some of these things, let's be realistic.
Okay.
They are trampling on her rights, and we must fight for her.
Okay.
We must. I regret that the government is taking this part, but it is very unfortunate.
Okay. All right. Thank you, there, Razak. Evie.
Yes, sir. Chief.
Razak did 10 minutes. You are
Please,
doing...
Pa.
Yes, sir.
In fact, I think I will need more time because
No,
there are a lot
no,
of issues
you won't.
regarding what he said.
You won't get more than 10 minutes.
Okay.
How many minutes did I use?
10.
10.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
It makes too short.
Please, my
Because
time.
I had a lot.
My time hasn't started.
Your time has started.
Okay. First of all, when we talk about Commonwealth, Commonwealth represents a group of bodies that were once colonized by the British.
Okay.
So that is why we send ambassadors to countries that have not colonized us before.
Okay.
Then we send high commissioners to UK because they have colonized us before.
Okay.
Now, so that is the meaning of Commonwealth.
Okay.
Commonwealth means countries that have been colonized by the British Empire before.
Okay.
Now, so they have, a body that oversees, the well-being of those countries once colonized by the British. Now, secondly, so first of all, my brother has told a lot of untruth.
Okay.
Let me go for Article 146, and then let's read what it's supposed to mean.
The Constitution is here.
Number one,
Yeah.
Article 146, removal of justices of superior courts and chairmen of regional tribunals. A justice of the superior court or chairman of a regional tribunal shall not be removed from office except for stated misbehavior or incompetence or on grounds of inability to perform the functions of his or her office arising from infirmity of body or mind.
Okay.
A justice of the court, a justice of Superior Court of Adjudicature or a chairman of regional tribunal may only be removed in accordance with the procedures specified in this article. Then I want to go for the specific article. When a Chief Justice decides that there's okay, so in short, okay, what happens is that the president, okay, let me spell this out. First of all, this is the breakdown. The petition must be sent to the president. That's the first step. The president, on receiving or on receipt of the petition, will have to consult the Council of State.
Sure.
Then, when the Council of State agrees that there's a prima facie against the
when they agree that
there's a prima facie. Now,
is a case,
when we say a prima facie,
establish a prima facie.
A prima facie simply means that when you realize that there is a rumor or there is good morning, or there is a stated misconduct, okay, when you find out that there's grounds for investigations to go on, then it means a prima facie case can take place. Now, this is the definition of a prima facie case based on the first impression accepted as correct until proven otherwise. So then the president will constitute a committee to investigate whether or not there is prima facie case. Now, then the investigations will continue. After the investigation, the committee will submit a report with its findings and recommendations to the president. Then, based on the committee's report, the president will make a final decision regarding the removal of the Chief Justice. You see, in this procedures, you don't even find that the Chief Justice has right to copies of the petitions against her. She doesn't have that right. But the president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, did her this favor. She doesn't have the right to know the content of the petition even before investigations begin.
Which part of the Constitution says that?
That is what I've just go read Article 146 Clause 6.
No. Look,
Master, you don't. I sat down. Watch you.
You are picking a section of the Constitution.
My brother, I said I have.
Go to chapter 5. You will see that the rights.
My brother, please let me make my point. Let me make my point. You know one thing. This woman was given that. She was given that privilege. Speak.
Hello.
Okay?
Yeah.
This woman was given that privilege. Now, again, for you to make the point that when she went there with her lawyers, she was resisted.
You have 3 minutes left.
No, you can't. But
I gave you 10 minutes.
No, my brother.
10 minutes.
Do you know that your whatever you were doing here even interrupted what I was doing? My brother, are you listening?
I'm listening.
Now, the Chief Justice went there with her lawyer. On the first day. Do you know what she did? She didn't go. She sent her lawyer to go and represent her. Who does that? That I will not go. I will send my lawyer to go. When you know that when you go, you will take an oath. The oath cannot be taken by your lawyer.
No. I just read the Constitution 19.
You see, he's interjecting. Right now. He's interjecting.
What you are saying is not true.
It's not true like what?
Article 19.2 right now.
That's what? That she can send her lawyer to go.
Yeah, represented by herself or the lawyer.
My brother, listen carefully.
This is a constitutional provision.
I'm coming. AP, both you and Razak, I want us to establish something here. Now, where the lawyer can represent the person, the first invitation of the Chief Justice, that was when she sent her lawyer.
Yes.
As at then, has proceedings begun for...
You have to take an oath for proceedings to begin.
And she wasn't there?
She wasn't there.
Okay.
How can you send a lawyer to go and do that on your behalf?
Okay, I'm getting you.
And you know, they are there shouting, and you know, she's the Chief Justice. She has to be accorded the respect. That is why the government said that, or the committee said that, this thing should be done in camera.
Okay.
She was going there with her husband. When she was told that, look, you cannot send your lawyer to come and take an oath for you, then she decided to go. She's even a chief justice, someone who was administering justice, who was the helm of affairs of justice delivery in Ghana here. She doesn't even know this common thing. Do you know one thing? Then she came out to say that the venue of where the investigation or the interview was happening was at the old old castle, where the three high court. So Masa, this woman is not serious. She was just. That is why I always have the impression that the judges of the Supreme Court, or if any judge at all, know that the people you are administering the law against know the law better than you. They know it better. There should be uniformity.
Let me ask.
She didn't even know this. Do you know that? Oh, that's why I said I wanted more. Okay, talk. Okay.
You won't get more time. all I want to ask you is these Commonwealth lawyers.
Yes.
Are they superior?
They are not. That's why I said you allow me to flow. Other than that, I have penned down certain things I have to talk about.
But that doesn't mean we can execute all the time.
Yes.
My brother, listen carefully. Now, this woman was given that privilege. She messed up. Okay. Then she came to public, something that was an ongoing thing. She knows that when an issue is before court, you don't come to public to prejudice. She did it. A former or a chief justice of a state can abuse the law like that. And you see, one thing is that the woman has shown that she doesn't have Ghana at heart. She doesn't have respect for the rules of engagement embedded in our constitution. For you to run, I don't even know where these Commonwealth lawyers came from. You see how our chief, Attorney General, the learned Attorney General, you see how he schooled them? They didn't even go through the basic principles of Ghanaian law. My brother, do you know one thing? It is true that there is common law, which Ghana, inherited from the British.
Sure.
But common law is simply the basic structures of law.
Okay.
The basic structures of law. There's no time. I would have, in fact, spoken more on what common law means.
Okay.
That is why no matter how educated you are from any university outside, when you come to Ghana, you have to do 2 years at Makwala before you can practice law in Ghana here.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
You understand? So
I gave you 2 additional minutes. You spent 1 already.
Why are you doing this to me, my brother?
Conclude.
Now, you know one thing.
See, the most important point.
The way you guys didn't allow me to flow properly is
but
because
you've actually gotten
no. What have I said so far? I've not said anything. You understand? Only to debunk the false claims he was doing. Now, my brother, you know one thing. Why do you think that the Commonwealth Society will have the temerity to come, impetus, to come and be talking about Ghanaian law, instructing us? Do you know why?
Because Ghana is a signatory to the
we
charter.
Are not. My brother, do you understand what you are talking about?
Ghana is a signatory.
Do you know that we cannot? Ghana cannot go and impose anything on even a member country of the Commonwealth.
Razak, a question: is Ghana a sovereign state?
Yes, Ghana is a sovereign state. Yes,
we are a sovereign state.
We are a sovereign state.
And yet,
let me tell you this. If you are a sovereign state and you agree to sign a charter, just like the UN Charter,
it's okay.
If you agree to sign a charter, there are restrictions on it.
Which restrictions?
You cannot break. You cannot break the rules in that charter.
Don't speak on issues you don't know of. Don't stop saying that.
Then maybe you don't know what you are saying.
Because, how can you tell me that?
Because if you are a signatory to a charter, you are bound to abide by the laws in the charter.
So which law is that?
You cannot break.
And is that law that law superior to our constitution? Which rules? But you don't know what you are talking about.
Do you know what charter means? Do you know what charter means?
What charter in what portion of the charter says that the Commonwealth has the temerity to talk about our laws.
The audacity.
The audacity.
You what I say? I'm telling you.
And you don't know what you are talking about. Do you know what the charter means?
Please, let me make this point. Maybe you understand. Maybe you understand. I said if you are a signatory to a charter, you are bound by the laws in the charter.
Which law in the charter?
That charter you are talking about, and our constitution, which is more superior.
The constitution is more superior.
The constitution is more superior.
Yes.
So is the president now, or the states now? We can't say it's the president. It's the state against the chief justice.
So you see,
has the state gone against the constitution?
The state has it gone against the constitution? To some extent.
Okay.
Because of the representation issue I talked about, and I mentioned Article 1912.
And which says what? Which says what?
Which says that when an issue is against the let's say any other person, you give the person a right to representation.
And who denied him?
And you give the person a right to fair hearing.
So who denied her?
I am telling you that how it was done.
How was it done?
And they made a thorough search on her against some protocols that are accorded to certain public officials.
Hey,
take your time. I'm coming. Razak, I'm coming.
This thing, you people,
I don't know. Take your time, I'm coming. Listen. You are a law student.
Yes.
If we say an in-camera procession, what does it mean?
It means it's not going to be made public.
Exactly. So if they are making a thorough search on you, it is for the fact that nothing that can interfere with that particular should be taken out.
Put that
and
aside.
Secondly, the representation issue you're talking about. Okay. The representation issue you're talking that she made her lawyer go and then they didn't. You are a lawyer. On the day of
he's not a lawyer.
He's a law student. You're a law student.
That's fine.
On the day,
I'm not part of these NDC guys that are going around with doctoral titles and prophet titles that Tech is warning them to desist from
Razak.
I'm a law student.
On the day of let's say the accused to appear before the courts, that's the day that he or she takes the oath, right?
Yes.
Now, as a law student, on that day, can the accuser's lawyer take that oath on their behalf?
Well, I have no knowledge about that. But reading Article 19.2F,
that's fine.
It clarifies. It clarifies the things.
That's fine. If you don't have knowledge on that,
even the Chief Justice doesn't know that she cannot do that.
Okay.
My brother, you know one thing. As I was saying, what gives them the right to come and interfere in our justice delivery carelessly like that without acquainting themselves with the provisions of our constitution?
Okay.
Do you know why? Because they always think that we have a government like the MPP in power.
How is that?
These people sold our sovereignty.
How is the NPP? How did they sell our sovereignty?
Have you read the US-Ghana military agreement?
Yes, I have.
You see how bizarre it is.
Okay.
Master, there are a lot of reasons why they undermine us. No, in the first place, why should the Commonwealth come in when they know that?
I think you've made your point.
I'm not even done.
You spent 16 minutes. If you haven't made your point, Dennis. Honestly speaking, Dennis has been very late lately, and that is not good to us at all. You are not being fair
independent.
To your colleagues. You are not being fair to your colleagues at all.
That's true.
You are not being fair.
I mean, I have genuine reasons, but that's true. I mean, I hope going forward, I mean, I'll look at that and come as early as necessary. I mean, good morning once again. Man.
Good morning.
Thank you.
So, on the issue of the Attorney General and the Commonwealth Lawyers Council arguing over the reinstatement of the Chief Justice, what do you think the Commonwealth has the grounds to give us such directive, or you think the Attorney General is in the right to stand firm on the proceedings of the Constitution of this country?
But, and thank you so much for this opportunity. And let it be established that the Commonwealth Association of Lawyers or UK Bar or whatever, they are just like any association in Ghana, like maybe Tomato Sellers Association. Tomato Sellers Association of Mokola. But just that these people are lawyers in Commonwealth countries or probably in the UK. They are not any super extraordinary human beings. They have no jurisdiction over Ghana.
I'm happy that I got this. Sorry to interrupt.
No, that's fine.
This is Article 27 of International Convention on the Law of Treaties. Are you getting me? What it says? A party may not invoke the provision of its internal law as justification for failure to perform a treaty. Do you get that?
Yeah, I get you.
A party may not invoke the provisions of its internal law
so to make
as
it
a
clear,
justification.
So to make
this
it clear,
is what I said, and this guy said I don't know what I'm saying. If you are a party to a treaty, you cannot.
To make it clear to our audience, what this means is that as a country, if you are part of any international body,
yes,
and there is a policy or a constitution of that international body, you can't invoke your country's constitution to
as a reason to justify your failure to abide by it.
That's fine.
Unless maybe as at the time you signed the treaty, you made some exceptions.
Thank you for making it clear.
Now, maybe you don't understand.
But do right now, Dennis just made a critical assertion here that there's Commonwealth UK Bar Lawyers Council. They are not any international
body internationally they are recognized. But
they are just an association, just association like we have the Ghana Bar Association
or Mokola Tomato Sellers Association. Just that they are lawyers of
unless we are bound to treat only this topic.
I don't know. Because
forgo the other two topics.
Because
the constitutionality or what have you of this, I'm not a lawyer, so I really don't want to delve deep into it. But so far as I know, what I've read in the constitution, I mean, it is in line. Whatever the government is doing is in line. I have my own reservation as to the treatment method to her. I have my own reservation.
Like what?
But that doesn't supersede
which
the
treatment? Which treatment?
Please let me make my
but you can tell us.
Let me make my point. Let me make my point, please. I beg you. Let me make my point.
You are saying that you are against what?
Okay, let him finish.
Let us hear.
Let him finish.
Force him to tell us how she was treated. Because it's not fair. It's not a fair comment.
Don't worry. Okay. He'll justify that.
Yeah. So I have my own reservation, but still, the constitution, the provisions of the constitution has been adhered to.
Okay.
You understand? It is due process that the government of the state is following, and they should be allowed to. And not anyone from anywhere, any association comparable to Makola Tomato Sellers Association will come and tell us, well, no, we are a sovereign state.
Okay,
this is not 1945 where anyone anywhere can dictate to us. No?
Okay, now, let me ask this question, and I don't know if Raza can help you with the answer here.
Yes.
Maybe if you don't know, as Ghana as a country, part of this Commonwealth UK Bar Council.
Yes, we are. Oh, of course we are.
We are.
Okay, of course we are. I mean, the charter that he read out that we are bound to a charter, so it doesn't hold. You understand? The sovereignty, regardless of whatever, the sovereignty of the nation is superior. You understand? It's superior to anything. So I don't know why we should.
I say he doesn't understand what he read.
We should be spending.
This charter is in respect of your duties in the committee or in the society of the Commonwealth. No, you understand. You can't tell me that that charter holds is supreme to our constitution.
That's not what I'm saying.
No. Are you done with what you're saying?
He's misleading the public.
Misleading the public like
what I mean.
Dennis, are you done with what you're saying?
No, I would want to land.
Or you want to allow
No, I would want to land. So
please
I don't. In as much as we have our reservation, it doesn't mean we should allow anyone
external body
to. I mean, what's
my brother? Are you aware that in America they have serious electoral problems, very very serious ones? But they will never allow any foreigner.
I would want to give
to speak on it.
You see, this Israel war on Hamas. There has been protest. I mean, against Israel. I mean, it's been flowing freely, but protest on Hamas by the Jews living in the UK. They want to protest, right? And there has been several harm meted on them. These lawyers, where were they? They were quiet. I mean, they should have.
No, that doesn't concern them.
No, but there are issues of legality.
You know one thing. My problem is that there should be no situation that will warrant anybody
from
anywhere, a non-Ghanaian institution, to come and dictate the pace of how we govern in this country.
It shouldn't happen.
Because America will never allow that to happen.
And
UK itself will never allow that to happen and more so the government is doing the right thing.
Let's put emotions aside.
The Attorney General in his response was
is not the same.
No. Stop talking about emotions. We are talking about the truth.
In his response was very
yes, because that has me. It affects the sovereignty of our state.
No. I'm telling you, the Attorney General in this response was very lenient. I mean,
very lenient.
Very lenient.
He was very diplomatic. I mean, how dare you step into our this thing and begin
talking a small country. We are not getting independence in 57. We are not a joke.
But for detractors, but for detractors, will UK even compare herself? Can he compare himself to Ghana? Okay. But for some detractors, America couldn't have compared herself, with Ghana. You understand? Okay. My brother, you know one thing. Do you know what gives them the temerity?
Look, I'm telling you that
our leadership in the
let's put emotions aside and deal with the law.
Has sold the dignity.
You are dealing with this matter with emotions.
My brother,
you are dealing with the matter with emotions.
My brother, you know
the issue of law is different from emotions. Let's establish that fact.
My boss.
If you are a member of Charter on Human Rights,
are you aware that
let's say Charter on Human Rights, Charter on Human Rights, you cannot come and abuse the principle.
I want to know how her right was abused,
and you don't expect international police to intervene.
No, okay. How was her right abused?
Okay, that's fine. If you make provisions,
she was there because of political connection.
Let it be established. I'm repeating myself. Let it be established that they are not this UK body of lawyers.
They are nobody. Even
our
Makwala Association, they have the right of tomatoes. Yes, the Makwala Association have more right to speak on this matter than them.
Kako Sellers Association have more rights.
No, I want to know from the two of you, how has the woman's right been abused? I want to know.
Okay.
Is it that she first of all made her lawyer to go and represent her?
I said
which was the checks done on her.
There's procedure impropriety, and if you read,
which procedure impropriety?
If you read what
do you know what?
I'm coming.
The suspended Chief Justice raised some serious issues that need to be looked at.
Okay.
She was saying that her uncle or whatever during his trial in his death he was shot and
that's where the
I mean that's
okay. Let me explain to you. Let me explain to you. Let me explain to you. You remember the death? No, wait. No, my brother.
That the state should have considered that and not had the
wait. Do you remember? Oh, my boss, listen.
Even her life is at stake.
How? She no how.
Look, when she held the press conference,
you know what? The reason why
you guys are speaking on matters I don't even understand you.
And I'm always here. That I feel safe.
No, my brother, listen. You know what?
No.
You know what she said?
When she held the conference,
you see the Osu Castle. Wait. You see the Osu Castle. There's an office where they are, this thing is ongoing, and she's saying that because of the death of the 3 High Court judges that happened during Rawlings' time, she has reservations about the venue. So that too is a matter. That is an abuse of your rights. How can a serious, chief? So this woman was the one manning the affairs of the judiciary.
Let me ask.
Who kill her?
Let me ask this question.
What are you saying?
Okay, Dennis and Rasa.
She's been threatened.
She's
been threatened.
No. Didn't say she has been threatened.
She said it during the press conference.
Do you know what?
Dennis
it's a lie. It's a lie.
There is
a press conference. You know what she said? You were even saying that the woman is doing that because she made it clear that if she let's go this
Gentlemen,
this
there is
procedure.
an adage.
She will lose her entitlement.
There is an adage. There is an adage. There is an adage.
She mentioned that. She mentioned that. But
You know what?
she's
You
telling
know,
that
okay,
when an issue has been instituted,
let's be
when an issue has been
That's
instituted,
the bar of our discussions. We educated people. We shouldn't come and sit here
whatever.
and then do
I'm
the
coming.
street
Now,
analysis.
let me ask this question. If I have a case at the courts, and for whatsoever reason, I say I don't feel safe
in the
courtroom, are they going to change the courtroom for me?
No, it's not serious.
No, not necessarily changing, but they should make. You know what? They should come to you.
Does the woman understand that we are under liberal democracy now?
Yes.
Does she?
Yes.
So what makes her think her life is under threat?
She's not thinking. She has given precedence to that.
She says she's been threatened.
Yes,
she never said she has been threatened.
As at the time she mentioned that thing happened, which is giving her those reservations. Were we a democratic nation then?
Oh, it doesn't come in. My brother.
How does that not?
It doesn't come in.
If we are looking at precedents, we need to look at that.
The matter in question here is security. Whether it's happened during military junta or whatever.
So are you saying her security is not assured now?
That is what she's saying. She doesn't feel safe, and you should be human enough. I mean, sometimes we should use technical wisdom. It's not only by applying laws or whatever.
My brother.
You know,
before I came here, I listened to the video.
The woman said she doesn't feel
her life is at stake. She's been threatened.
She's a woman.
No.
That's what she said.
No.
That she received threat. That's what she said.
And has she made any?
Police report? No. She was asked. She said no.
Has she made any police report?
She shouldn't have even been there. I mean, what kind of view is that?
If
she shouldn't have never been there at all.
If you come here always, and then there is anyone here who threatens your life, and then you stop coming here, I ask you, you say, "Oh, your life has been threatened. That's why I'm not coming here again."
So
did you even report to me, or did you even report to the police?
No, per what you guys are saying. I mean, per what you guys are saying, right? Let it be per what you guys are saying. So if her life, we should choose between her life and her life matters of legalities are more important than her life. Her life, the concern that she's raising. But what you guys are saying,
you are not getting the point.
You can't.
You can't
decouple the matters of legality from her life.
Because the law.
She's the person under that legal
she should always
possession.
Go, but rather report to the police and go. But reporting to the police and going.
No, are you saying that her life is at risk at where they are holding the? That's why.
Is that what you're saying?
She said she has given reasons that if she doesn't resign, she might die. That's what she's saying.
No.
Who told her?
No, yeah.
No, she said she received threat. That one. How do I know who threatened her?
My brother,
as a chief justice.
A chief justice. No, as you are receiving threat. You have not made any police complaint.
What I said,
MPs are being murdered in their own homes.
So are you saying that if the MP had received any message earlier, any threat earlier, he wouldn't have gone to the police?
What are we saying, Charlie?
We are educated people. You come and sit here and talk like this.
I am not the one saying it. She said she received threat.
And
what's the issue with it?
What we are saying is that
does police have any report of that complaint?
So now let me tell you.
We should sweep the consensus she's making under the carpet.
She's not making sense. Listen.
No.
She's not making sense.
She's making sense.
She's not making sense. The
consent she's giving.
Well established.
Those consents she's giving.
Regardless, should be thrown under the carpet.
Who handles?
AP, I'm coming. Dennis.
We are humans before the law.
Dennis.
Humans before the law.
Now, let's. I want to get into this with you.
Yes, I'm here for you.
What's that?
Sorry, that's my phone.
Do you know why she feels her life is at stake. The proceedings being held, it is to be held in camera. She wants a witness day. Ask why she wants a witness day. That is why when she came up with these reasons that that place she feels this and that because her uncle was once murdered there and all that stuff. These are the concerns you are saying we should sweep under the carpet.
No, you are saying
You people are insinuating
you are
it.
saying we should sweep under the carpet and deal with matters of legality because her life is irrelevant. That's what you guys are saying.
No.
Basically,
Yes,
that's what you
my
are
brother,
basically,
please,
that was
you
saying.
allow
That's
me
what you are
talk.
saying.
You allow me
That
talk.
her threat,
My
her
boss,
threat has
my
no
boss,
basis.
my boss.
The
Wait,
threat
a
has no
minute,
basis.
a minute,
Has no
a minute,
basis.
a minute,
That's
a
what you are
minute, a
saying.
That's what you
minute.
guys are
Please,
saying.
you allow me to talk.
Yes.
Number one,
Yes.
she said that is her. You, me, we can't authenticate whatever she said as representing the truth. That her life is a threat, and a chief justice didn't lodge any complaint to the police. Who must a body that must handle a minute? Oh wait, please let me be done. Oh no, let me be done. Let me be done. Dennis, let me be done. Let me be done. Let me. I said let me be done.
How do we know? How do we know if she hasn't
reported.
Okay,
But she was asked.
no. She was asked. She said no.
She was asked.
She said no. She has not lodged any complaint.
Proceed.
Number two. My brother, are you listening? She is the venue is not such that she has to go there alone. No, it's a lie. You can go there with any number of people you want, but you will be screened. You understand? You will be screened. Then this, do you know her husband was there?
No,
No, he only
Yes.
maybe the husband only went there, but inside
He only went there. He only went there to do what?
Inside where
is he part of the
the committee
investigation?
held a meeting, he
My
didn't
brother,
have
listen
access to the
carefully.
So
place.
let me show you how
sense.
the
He didn't
place-
have
let me show you how
access
the
to the
place-
place.
Let me show you how the place is. Let's say there's the castle.
No,
Dennis.
we don't care. We don't care.
You can't
She
say you
has-
don't care. Then
she-
nobody will care here.
No,
We are
you
not
know-
doing
you know what?
sentiments here. We are speaking about law. This is the let's say
The venue.
So who
This is
are
the
the laws
castle.
made for? Who are the laws?
This
made
is the
for?
castle.
The laws.
My brother,
You
my
can
brother,
come
my
here
brother,
with
listen.
anybody.
What's it made for?
You, this studio. You are here for discussion, right?
Yeah.
You can come here with your son,
Yeah.
your mother, your girlfriend, your wife.
Yeah.
Will she sit here with you on your discussion seat? I'm asking a question.
No, this-
That is what the law is saying. You can come in, everyone you want, come to the venue with them, but in-house, in-camera
In
discussion.
camera.
That is what the law is saying.
Which
My
law?
brother, are you even aware that they were not even stopped?
The constitution that says you can come with a represent. You can come with your lawyer. It's now telling you that you can't go in with your lawyer as a representative.
No, who said that? Who said that?
He just
My
made a
brother,
point
listen.
that.
No,
he
no,
just
no.
made a
Listen,
point
you
that-
see, if we stretch the absurdity, the replies we will be getting will also be absurd, as much as that stretch is. Listen carefully. You are told to come here for this, interaction.
Yeah.
Then you tell us that you are not comfortable with the place because some time ago, some 3 high court judges were invited to that venue and they were killed. Do you know that even that statement she made was false? Who said those 3 high court judges were invited to the castle? By then it was the seat of president, the seat of government. You understand? So as to whether they were picked from their houses to that place or to another place, nobody knows till now. Are you getting my point? So she has no basis. And my brother, listen.
You and
She's
the
not
chief
going there alone.
Between you and the chief justice,
Who is saying the
who is in a more proper position to state the obvious that is where they were murdered? Between you and the chief justice.
I don't understand you.
No,
A chief justice.
you are saying we don't know. You are saying we don't know.
Nobody knows. No, are you saying that she's more intelligent than I am?
It is a no. She is.
You are not serious.
All
No,
right.
you are not. You are not serious.
Right.
You are not serious. Don't tell me that she's more intelligent than I am. You are not serious.
Gentlemen,
This woman who
calm
doesn't even know she doesn't know
calm
basic
in
law.
the studio. Gentlemen, calm in the
This
studio.
woman who doesn't even know basic law.
Calm in the studio. Now,
I know what I'm talking about.
It's
You are saying
9:37.
you are
It's
more knowledgeable than a
9:37.
chief
Gentlemen,
That is what you are saying.
A chief justice who doesn't know basic law.
AP. Your last words.
How can you say this?
Life.
Someone practicing for over 38 years.
She doesn't know that. She doesn't know that. She doesn't know that. She doesn't know that. When a case is ongoing in court, when a case is ongoing in court, you don't go.
Come and close us. Producer.
I'm not talking about.
Producer, we are done with the show. Come and end the show.
PK, you need to let him retract that statement.
I will not. I will not. I will not.
Please,
so no.
I am done with the show.
No.
Please,
I am done. No. Wait. A minute.
I am done with the show.
So you sit in this chair and tell me that woman is more intelligent than I am. You don't know that you have what you have said.
It has been an honor. It has been an honor having you gentlemen on the show this morning. But
I'm saying that
this is where we'll be ending the show.
No, I didn't.
This is where we'll be ending the show. I thank my audience and my listeners, my viewers, for being with us on the show this morning.
Is it time?
It's not time, but I'm closing the show.
Why?
For what reason?
Please.
If I say listen to me, respectfully, I expect everyone to listen to me. If I give someone the time to speak, nobody should interfere.
My brother, you are right. But you know that these things are common in
no,
studios.
I don't know. I don't take normalities. I take
abnormalities.
Discipline. I take discipline. Things that people say, oh, where they say are normal, me, I take discipline. I normal, I don't just say that's the right thing to do.
My brother, you are wasting the time. You are taking more time.
Let's continue.
Let's make progress.
I am giving each and every one 1 minute to conclude on this issue, and I don't want any interference from
maybe conclusion would even matter.
No, I mean there's nothing
we are all
more
good.
to say. Yes.
But to Dennis, you think that the Commonwealth Association has no right to come?
No,
in?
not at all. Not at all. It's an insult.
Insult
to us. I mean, and the Attorney General was.
He was lenient.
Was very, very much lenient. I mean.
Okay, that's fine.
If I was in his position, I would have thrown missiles to their end. I mean, because these people, you can equate them to Cocoa Sellers Association of Ghana.
But I think
it's just that they are lawyers. I mean, they are lawyers, and the difference between them and those in Makola is the law that they practice. That's all.
That's
I think the government should reconsider the reinstatement of the Chief Justice.
Okay.
Because
we are speaking law here. It's not about you what you think. We are speaking law.
Now if I drag it into the law, you want to argue again.
Okay.
Because if Ghana is a signatory to the charter, you are supposed to abide by it. And I conclusion on conventions charter.
I think that this woman must go, and she's taking more time. You know, they are delaying her removal.
Okay.
Because when you look at series of cases that went before her when she was at the helms of affairs, and the way and manner this woman administered justice is so poor. That is why I'm saying that I don't know how she merited that position.
Okay, that's fine.
She must go quickly.
Okay.
Even a first year law student will not administer law poorly like she did.
All right.
She should go home. When she was born.
That's fine.
But
that's fine.
But on
the GP.
Lastly, I think our judiciary. I don't know.
How can you put birth certificate? You put passport ahead of birth certificate as a source of identity.
That's fine, maybe.
I mean, what kind of?
Okay, you let's make progress. I mean, otherwise we would drag it. I mean, so let's make progress.
Have you used the Pokrasi to Insawam Road recently?
I've seen it on the media a couple of times.
Have you seen how poor it looks?
Yeah.
Okay. So the JPRTU is threatening a nationwide strike if that road is not attended to in the space of a week. How long has that road been under construction?
I think it is a good call. What the GPRTU seeks to do is a good call.
Okay.
I think it is in the right direction.
Okay.
I don't know when the contract was awarded, but I know it was awarded under President Akufo-Addo.
Okay.
And even as at the time we exit power, the contractor was on site.
He was on site?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, it was on site. So we just after the elections that he, ran from site, we are unable to understand why he is not at post. But from the way the governance is going, you get to understand that the government has not, deliver fund for the various contractors to, continue with their jobs. So I think this is why when we say the government is not spending, people don't understand. No single contractor has been paid or has been received given fund to continue with this roads project. That's why a lot of them are started at the moment.
But this road this government, since they came to power, have they given or issued any contract to? They haven't.
I haven't heard anything.
So all these roads construction was under your government.
Exactly.
And they weren't paid before you left power.
The process is that you work to a certain point, you reach a certificate, you come for fund. That's how it's done.
So
governance.
But do you think they have reached a stage where they had requested for funds, or they should?
Well, I'm unable to say exactly whether or not they have gotten to that stage.
Because if I take your statement very well, you said that they were on site.
Yes.
But right when you left power, they also left.
They left, yes. So the government is under an authority or an obligation to ensure they get back to power. Governance they get back to work. Governance is a continuation, it's a process. It doesn't mean the NPP left power, so everything that NPP was doing come to.
No, I only.
That's why we're handing power. When we handed with all the money we had accumulated.
I only dragged it
government.
to
Which money?
I only dragged it to then because you stated that probably because looking at how the government is governing, there hasn't been.
There hasn't been.
That's why I also asked you if you haven't paid them and you but you, that's fine.
No, but is that all?
Oh, I thought you were done.
Oh no, I'm not done.
Okay.
You are racing against time, so please.
The government is supposed to disburse funds for them to work.
Okay.
So you see why we say they are not spending.
Okay.
They are not spending in this sense that no contractor has received funds. That's why all these rules are stored. And we are calling on the government to spend. You cannot, keep these rules in this nature for a very long time. People are dying on these rules. So government should spend disburse money for contractors to go back to site and get the roads done for us. I think that's what I have.
Let it be on record that there were funds during Akufo-Addo's regime allocated for this project, and
let him delve into it. He's talking. Let him talk.
Okay. Let it be on record that there were funds from the finance minister's statement, the current finance minister's statement, that there were funds allocated for this project, but they came to meet nothing, and they hadn't paid, they hadn't make payment. This of Anko, whatever Pokwase of Anko Road, was part of that funds in excess of $700 million. If I'm right, in excess of $700 million, and this project was passed. They have emptied it, and the project.
So there were funds released for the project. But the contractors weren't paid.
There were funds allocated for this project.
Yes. But the contractors didn't receive those funds.
Yes, because the Expo administration had spent the money.
How do you say spend? Wow. You can't say spend the money.
So where is the money then?
Okay, right now.
Where is the money?
Right now, the NDC has promised to give us Women's Bank allocation of $50 million. So right now, if they leave power without doing it, does that mean the money has been spent?
So, are you saying that the money that was allocated for this project, they are still in the
the money should be available for use.
Okay.
Per the finance minister, he's in the best position to tell us where the money is. He's telling us that the money has been spent, and it was spent under Akufo-Addo's regime.
This is propaganda. We know.
But we are yet to hear any NPP government person come out to debunk what the finance minister
maybe said. I'm doing now.
Okay. So then it's continuing.
Yeah. So to put that on record before my brother comes in, I mean the of Uncle Pokwase. I don't know if I
it's Pokwase to Nsawam
Wood. I mean it's the situation. I haven't been there, but by what I've seen, the video that I've seen,
I used it. Is it last 2 weeks or last 3 weeks?
It's very bad. It's very bad. I mean, this goes to what AB has always been saying that Akufo-Addo was trouble because I mean, fans.
Can I make a request?
Yes, please.
Don't give this man the platform to drag Akufo-Addo into this.
No, I'm not giving him platform.
We won't end today.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, because there were funds. I mean, per what? Unless the finance minister is lying, but it's true. Per the records, we are all privy to.
Sure.
I don't know about
what
my brother. We are
only privy to what he says.
But no, we are privy.
What
records? But Dennis,
he put out records.
But Dennis,
they are public. City FM even published them.
But Dennis,
News.
Do you think the right way to demand the road to be fixed is a nationwide strike by the drivers?
Yes. They are justified. I mean, it is justified. I mean, how that road is very bad.
It's very bad.
Very terrible. I mean, it is very much justified. I mean, their actions are very, very much justified. But they should know that this government, so far, they are listing one, and they should, the government should attend to them, and give them assurances of whether maybe there are funds. They should look for funds. I mean, it's sad that there were funds allocated for this project, and the Earth's administration has totally emptied the coffers of those funds. I mean, it's sad. Sure. The roads, the situation is very, very bad. I mean, that's what I have to say.
Yeah, I think I will join my brothers to comment the transport corporations. Because they are doing something that is legal, is constitutional. They are constitutional right. So they should urge the government to set up and allocate, if there has been allocation, because I'm aware there had been allocation for that road, and somehow due to corruption it will not be done. My brother, you know one thing, it's sad. Hey, I am reading from, this is the 2024 mid-term government's fiscal expenditure. When you say fiscal, it means government's policy. When you say monetary, it means what? Bank of Ghana's policies. Now, I'm reading the portion for railway development. Railways development. There are 2 points there. 92 and 93. I'm reading from 93. The Nsawam Accra Tema railway line is completed and in use.
Really?
This is the MPP.
Nsawam Accra Tema. It's completed.
The Nsawam Accra Tema railway line is completed and in use. As at the time the finance minister was reading this in parliament, they had taken off all the metals, the railway. They have removed everything right from here, St. John's, Achimota, everything. They have cleared it. To Taifa, to Nsawam, everything has been cleared. But they were reading this that it has been completed and used. Masa, I don't know why. I must say justice delivery, is slow. But Charlie, by now, people should be answering questions. When we say, as a country, I don't know when we will be able to maximize our exports, in that, for that matter, revenue, to embark on serious structures. We need to invest more in the road sector. Invest more in the railway sector. Do you know why our roads often gets deplorable? Because when the standard road is done, vehicles that carry more than the necessary weight also apply the same road with vehicles that are are standardized for that road. This thing we should be long gone from this stage. But due to corruption, imagine if truly the monies these people have chopped for railway development, if they had used it to construct the railway from Accra to Kumasi, cars will not carry heavy loads to ply this humble road. A road that is meant for certain weights. My brother, this MPP is a retrogression, is an unfortunate party that Ghana has ever witnessed.
But do you know that the road minister says that they've come to fund the contractor, and so we are expecting the contractor to be on site.
They should. You know, me, one thing is that for me, I know we are doing politics, but when it comes to national development, I divorce my political affiliation from these issues.
That's great. That's very
whether it is the previous administration or this current administration, that is my party. I believe in His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. He has to hit the road running.
Sure. Okay.
Get the road completed, because if you weigh the benefits that this road, if completed, will have on trade, on man hours, output, is great.
Okay.
We don't have time. We need to do serious business. Yes, we have to work.
All right.
We have to work, because it is because of the mess of the previous administration or the MPP. That is why we have voted for.
Okay. For the NDC.
Nanadu has been.
It's okay.
It's okay. It's serious.
It's okay.
How can you say you have completed the Unibibi? Do you know that apparently they sold those railway almost Baku 12,000 cities, and then Diano Baku 40 cities was 80 cities.
No one is capable.
Okay. What do you say? Adiwe Esika finance minister, he should stand. He should stand. This thing. What do you call it? Trial for this. And even in parliament, I didn't know a chinko for parliament in the court movement.
But let's look at our.
Because you are in parliament, you are lying.
Let's look at our last topic for discussion.
Okay.
Last week, did you hear what happened in Manso? The Galamsey task force, who were attacked by the Manso Galamsey people, where you got 2 policemen injured. Did you hear?
Yes.
And the coalition of Galamsey then is calling for the dismissal of the local commander there and the MC. Why is that the right call? If Galamsey people have attacked task forces, how is the MC and the local police commander there, to be held accountable?
I think not the same incident.
Responsible. Sorry.
Honorable Anabusu went and
those
he had with the MCE and the police. And brother, this country, that is why I think it is imperative to have politicians or political parties looking for good ways of funding their own political, campaigns. Because how can the MCE connive with the police to allow Galamsey to persist? Are you aware that these Chinese people is in the Chinese constitution that if you do illegal mining in China, you are killed?
Yeah.
You are not jailed, you are killed. That is their law. So why are they here? Being aided by our own people to destroy us. Me, one attitude I have towards this is, if I ever become the president of this republic, with my background knowledge about American politics, UK politics, this thing should not last 1 week. Anybody who impedes or becomes an impediment in this fight, the person doesn't have to
see the day of life.
Yes, do you know?
But
because we are more than 30 million as Ghanaians. If 1,000 people would disappear for Ghana to progress, so be it. I am not saying that somebody should go and kill somebody, but if I'm the president of this republic, if more than 30 million Ghanaians will be at stake, 30 million Ghanaians will be at peril.
AP, this one,
then 1,000 or 2,000 people or 10,000 people.
Power. The president is your party's president.
You
speak for the party.
Yes, I have absolute faith in President His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. He will do the work.
It's been 8 months.
Yes, somebody came and used 8 years, a minute, please. My brother. Let's be realistic. Let us be realistic.
We are being realistic.
You take 8 years to create this caricature. You take this 8 years to create this empire.
Galamsey only came into existence under.
Yes.
That's not true.
Yes. Yes.
I didn't want to this is not true.
It's not true like that.
I didn't want to.
My brother, let me talk.
Make your point.
My brother, listen carefully. We had small scale miners who were mining. Yes, they were doing it.
Didn't have Galamsey.
My brother, did you have any do you have record of any water body getting contaminated because of mining activities during our time? No. It's until these people came, institutionalized Galamsey, strengthened Galamsey, built an empire in the Galamsey industry. So that illegal thing.
In a nutshell, wrap it up for me.
To the point that you had regional chairpersons, you had party folks building empires from Galamsey. That is illegal mining.
Okay.
My brother, to the extent that the president of the day,
can you wrap it up for me,
was helpless.
Oh, the president was helpless. Okay.
But so he put somebody who put his presidency on the line. You are comparing that person with somebody who says that I'll fight Galamsey. Then when another promised that his presidency is on the line and failed woefully like that, you didn't have qualms with it. You are here talking about and the NDC said when they come they will fight Galamsey. Are we not fighting Galamsey?
Okay. Your time is up. His time is up, right?
Oh, yeah,
and you know, I back the people. In fact, the MC, the police, the regional police commander, they should not only be sad. They should face the law.
Okay.
Is inappropriate. It's an insult.
So they should be
These people should face the law.
Okay.
If possible, they should be jailed.
Okay.
If possible, they should rot in jail. If possible, they should even be denied heaven.
Razak is
Masa.
Okay, so
I mean, how?
It is not the call to dismiss those municipal, MC
and local commander of
and the regional commander, right?
Local
commander. Okay, I think we see the problem, and we are dancing around the problem.
Okay, you don't think that's
that's not the way to go.
Okay,
that is not the way to go. In any case, what did they tell us they were coming to do when they were campaigning? One, they said they were coming to repeal the LI. Number two, they would declare state of emergency. Is that not what they told us? And you have President Mahama going to the Galamsey areas to promise them that, look, when we come to power, we are going after the kingpins of Galamsey, not the small boys who are doing Galamsey for survival. That's what he told us. Sure. Who has been arrested? Tell me one person.
Well,
nobody.
They arrested one, and we saw a party loyalists going there to.
Okay, so now we all know what is going on right now.
Okay.
NDC member has gone into the forest, and I heard Ayawaso Central, the NDC chairman for Ayawaso Central, telling us that he has gone to pick a land in the area. He's going to use it for Galamsey. Today, people are cutting down their cocoa trees to use the land for Galamsey. Maybe you're not in the country. I'm telling you the fact. They cut down cocoa trees to use the land for Galamsey.
Okay.
Is this President Mahama?
Don't listen.
I'm not. Allow me to flow here.
I've off this microphone. So don't.
President Mahama, who told us that, you see, this government is an insincere government. An insincere government in the sense that they are the people sponsoring those doing the Galamsey. I'm telling you, because President Mahama told us that, look, you people that you've been arrested because of Galamsey, when we come, we are going to release you, we bring you out of court and pardon you to go and continue the Galamsey.
Okay.
So such a person, the inconsistencies, how do you get confidence in such a person that he's going to fight corruption? My brother is confused though.
Okay.
You cannot have confidence in somebody who doesn't please allow me, who doesn't even believe in his own stance as to how to fight Galamsey.
Okay. So if this is not the right way to go by sacking or dismissing these people. What do you think should be done?
Number one, repeal the LI.
Okay.
The LI that gives authority for people to give license for people to mine. Repeal the LI.
To the MPP is talking to us about
You understand? Declare state of emergency. So I'm telling you that if let's assume Akufo-Addo failed in the fight against Galamsey. This NDC guys, Galamsey has tripled, unless of course you don't want to be truthful.
Okay.
Galamsey has tripled in this country.
Okay.
Repeal the LI, declare the state of emergency.
Okay.
Well, we also what Okujeto Ablakwa did. He went to the various riversides, bring bottled waters. Jesus, look, these guys made Ghanaians to believe that NPP, the big men in NPP, are those doing Galamsey, and it was not a national canker. It wasn't seen as such. It was seen as a political party using their lands or destroying lands of the state.
Okay.
Today they want to make it look like it's a problem that we must confront as a nation. Do you get what I'm saying? So we are saying that you cannot deceive the people to come to power, and you want to do otherwise. I can tell you before man and God that these guys have not done even one thing different from what NPP was doing when they were in power.
Okay.
With regards to the fight against Galamsey, they have not done anything different.
Okay. All right. Dennis.
Please, I would want to take this Galamsey issue from this angle. You know, in Western region, I haven't been there. There's this designated forest reserve. I mean, it has a beautiful forest cover, and the trees. I mean, I love biodiversity, and the trees, beautiful trees, you know. And I had a dream of visiting that space one day to at least appreciate nature.
There.
But I mean, that was about 2 years ago. And now I heard in the news that forest cover has gone. Just 2 years, within 2 years, a whole forest area gone.
Yeah.
I mean, nature heals, but when? I mean, trees that have been there for ages. I mean, some of our indigenous animal species are even going extinct. You understand? We should protect our lands. I mean, it is so devastating. It is so devastating. I mean, because of greed.
Maybe it is
greed in the hands of few.
Okay.
Our lands, our forest cover, our vegetative covers, they are all gone. A country like Ghana.
Maybe it is me. I have my cocoa. You said you are coming to give me 6,000. You only give me 100 cedis. Why would I cut down the cocoa tree?
Do you assent to the call for the dismissal of the MC and the police?
That is not the problem. It's not the main problem, like Razak said. I mean, what does it do when you...
Even if you bring different person, the person will still do the same thing.
Yeah. It doesn't end there.
Sure.
We should attack it head on.
Okay.
I mean, it's been 8 months. Yes, we understand that. I mean, the Elso administration...
At this point, what should we do? What do you think the government needs to do?
We should be brutal. We should be brutal. That's the only way. We should
I
be
like
brutal.
the way everybody is saying that this thing must come with brutal solutions.
Brute force.
When you say brutal, it means that
shoot to kill approach.
Shoot to kill approach. That's it.
This one,
because these people
are
fighting the task force.
Yes,
they are ready to kill the task force.
And they're even endangering them. They are killing some soldiers and policemen.
That's it.
You've not heard a soldier died?
No, I haven't heard.
You've not heard that? You're not in the country.
Then I'm yet to. It's serious.
Yeah.
It's serious.
So we need to take it.
We need to take it up. I don't know.
I don't see why we are.
The president should immediately.
Honestly, we should be done with this.
The president,
because your government is in power.
The president should
don't want us to deal with it.
Address the
No, we
nation.
should.
No, he's saying that like we should be done with the Galamsey.
What I'm proposing is, I mean, the president should use the unfortunate incident that happened. He should rally the nation behind him.
And then
Because honestly, we proposed a very solid solution. First of all, we'll regularize.
The booking thing doesn't work. I
Number
mean, just attack it
before you start working on your concession. There's a deposit you make.
Where we are now, we don't need this.
No, we need it.
We don't need
We need it, but first of all, we need to
we
clear.
don't need incentives.
We need to clear the empire Nanado has.
I said these things have
built.
been done.
Don't
before-
bring another
Yes,
incentive.
but he's done that. No, two of us. Has he done that or not?
Our time is up. It's
Serious.
10-7. 1 minute each. Our last words,
Serious.
and then let the producer take over.
I mean, for me, I will still use this 1 minute on the Galam segment.
Okay.
Please, we should attack it with brute force.
Okay.
I mean, it's serious. Yeah.
Alright.
It's serious. Our very life is being taken away from us
Mm.
whilst we are watching.
Mm.
Oh, Ghana, this is very terrible.
Sure.
It's very terrible. We
Okay.
should take a good look at it.
Look at it.
Do you know the sad thing is that all these our presidents.
Then
They-
this is not a submission.
No.
We are just
I'm only
signing
yes,
off.
just 1 minute. The sad thing is that all these our presidents, they had the chance to be at the University of Ghana.
Mm.
They appreciated nature.
Mm.
You know, yes, you're Ghana, you are strict, or you don't even cut down a tree. No, you don't do that. But you come to power for that experience. You have that experience that nature is very, very important. It's crucial in human life. You come to power and you have all the powers in your hands, and you allow few individuals, few greedy individuals, evil men of the society destroy
Okay.
the country for their own interest. I don't know whether to call it evil interest or I don't know. It's very
All
sad.
right.
We need to attack it and
All right.
attack it with brute force.
Thank you.
Kill.
Razak.
Yeah,
Shoot to kill.
so in environmental law, there's a chronicle. It is called Mahavamsa. It says that man is just a guardian of the earth and not the proprietor of it. We are supposed to take care of the land, use it to our benefit, but not to the point that, you understand. I also want to use this opportunity to, call on the government to transition from campaign mood
Rhetoric.
to governance, real governance,
Okay.
because it's as if they are still campaigning. They should stop renaming policies that are already in existence.
Okay.
They can never ever wipe out Akufo-Addo's legacy. That's something you can't do.
Okay.
So they should transition from campaign mode to real governance.
Okay.
I saw that President Mahama wanted to get a social intervention policy, so he bring Mahama Care. Mahama Care, they don't know how to fund it, so they are now going to take money from the health insurance funds that are allocated for a national health insurance, to now fund the Mahama Care, something that is already struggling. Let's be realistic. We should be able to come out with clear, concise policies that are going to drive the country towards development.
You are giving time to talk. You are coming to bring this matter. It's a whole topic.
That's my conclusion.
Okay.
That's my conclusion.
Thank
So
you.
the government should
How can
transition
you say that?
from campaign mode to governance.
Governance.
Yes.
Alright. Thank you, Razak.
If I want to talk about or rebut this man, I will waste all my time. Honestly speaking, I think that when we are able to understand that whatever Galamsey is doing to us is far worse off than the benefits we are getting from gold mine, I think we have to close that industry.
Okay.
It's improper. In fact, I still hold the opinion or hold the view that for 1,000, 10,000, 20,000 people to die for the sake of 30 million, I think it's appropriate. It's a prudent decision, I'm telling you. You understand? So we need to be up and doing. The president of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the person we repose our confidence in, I'm sure, will deliver this thing swiftly, because it has taken lives.
All right.
You understand?
Sure.
You see, let's not even include the accident, the helicopter.
Crash.
People die on daily basis in this.
Sure.
We don't get anything from it. If you go to Obuasi, you will know how devastating, how poor mining has brought us. So I want to extend my regards to my boss Holali. Anywhere he is, I salute him. It is my dawn. It's my dawn. Yeah.
All right. So thank you, the gentlemen, and also to our listeners and viewers. We thank you for sticking through with us. This is where we end the show this morning. We'll be back